Zom misses one. There's still life to be had. Scuba, you're not going to do this. Oh my god, 8 HP running around the houses. But just about in time, Fnatic clinging to life, Michael.
It's just by such fine margins that they're even able to get a third on the half.
3 rounds is all they walk away with. Yes, in slightly better places, but that is devastating. NRG looking simply untouchable.
To that point of the round where Fnatic need to find some point of weakness or an opportunity for them to progress. NRG not biting just yet. Happy to commit towards the setup. With Som ever the anchor.
30 seconds left.
Control A site will be here to at least pick up on some of these sound cues. Fnatic, yeah, just
On this, but there's the plants that are coming. Does still have spikes, so I get a bit nervous if he's the one exploring deeper. But for now, sees they're maybe preempting
that's a good nade.
the retake. Yeah, lovely from Kayak. And he's been the bright spark in the dark for Fnatic. One who stepped up nicely as Alpha fancies a go. Here we go. Fnatic there. Finally showing some teeth to them. 4th round now.
currently sitting at 18 and 9, leading the server. Kayak, sorry, to come forward and immediately on his feet. You can see here, trying to give his teammates something to get behind.
Come on, then.
But a long way back into this.
It's the start they needed. NRG, though, to be a little bit dangerous. That's 5 players, and that's only a smoke holding them. And they're going to burst through now. On the timing of the reload, they make it count. Great work from NRG. It ain't over yet. They're still holding on to this. Marder and Brock actually now outgunned. Be careful. Down on 14 HP, Marder does get to backpedal away.
So where the Vandal fell
There
here,
it is.
yeah.
Ooh.
Desperate to try and find that. Fnatic will be given a chance. NRG on the move though, you're right. Yeah, they're very quick to rotate.
Couple of smokes still to play with, though, so Fnatic can string their way across here, but Marder and
Marder's got
Brock,
satchels as well.
I'm scared of this kid. Only on 11 to 8, but those 11 kills have broken the Fnatic hearts before, and he's here so damn fast! Couldn't quite deny Boaster. If you talk about him stepping up to the moment, this would be it. 2 more to find. Spots the first. Great shots from the IGL! Up out of his seat, trying to bring Fnatic back to life.
I'm not much of a livery he's saying, boys, please don't put me in this position. I can't take it. But once more, look how hard they have to work. Just to drag it across the line.
This is the first real challenge now. The bonus, but a well-invested one from Fnatic, and NRG bringing out the double Odin. Oh, and Marder. You're gonna check on Marder, right? You're not gonna forget about Marder! You can't forget about him! Again, this guy! A thorn in the side perpetually! Playing up towards rubble. Kayak, Alpha, and Crashies. This is a hard one now to play into.
Yeah, and the trade-off here is actually losing Boaster and Chronicles, so going to have much in the form of utility to rely on in this mid-round to set themselves up. Would be huge to find number 6.
That's when it feels possible, right? That's when you start feeling like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Kayak's actually one away from a showstopper here. Would be a huge tool to find. It's very late to bait out the wall and try and rotate here, but you can see the pings. Maybe called from Bosa, who has to sit back and watch this one pan out.
Seconds left.
Here we go.
Brock can spam these angles, by the way.
Yep.
He's in a position to do so.
This plant isn't easy, and they've got to know that. They've got to know the Brock is alive. They've got to know the Odin's still in play. What are we doing? NRG gifted one on the way in, and now the spike left isolated on the site. Oh, this is awful. Kayak almost got on the cross. Has to go for the plant now. They're just going to flop the site. Mistakes under those bright lights. Alpha can't do anything. NRG calm as ever.
And you can see the awareness is there. They're waiting for the Odin to ring out, but then they drift into these open sight lines.
I know it's going to be hard without any smokes to play in, but
they
you gotta know.
They got the showstopper ahead of taking sight here. It's really, really tough to watch some of these situations that Fnatic are second guessing themselves in. On the back of that, Marder now has a showstopper of his own. See, able to repurchase here, so Fnatic still with another chance to prevent NRG finding 11.
NRG, Fnatic exchanging goods, and Marder off the rip there! Couldn't quite claim the life of Alpha, but barely alive.
Just 4 HP. Down to the minute mark now.
Go get him.
NRG looking to get a little proactive here. Catch somebody off guard. And lucky not to find a kill.
Look at the stall on this site though, man. Maybe that's why they're eyeing up over to...
Oh my god, man. He's gonna look at the camera. Right afterwards, he knows.
God, that was good. 40 seconds, Fnatic looked lost, Mike.
Yeah, it's another situation where they can't make a decision. 30 seconds now.
30 seconds left.
Again, Alpha only at 4 HP, so basically a 3v5.
Marder being enough of a nuisance, trying to get away, gonna be found. Kayak, the one to again keep these rounds alive. He's been here before though. NRG have got to know that he's willing to dig deeper. Looks like the paranoia, yeah, he's still there, but the smoke from Most are going to reinvest this. Paranoia primed. Might just have to send that soon.
I think on the back of contact here, yeah.
I'd imagine. There it is. Actually waited a little too long, perhaps. But Scooper on the pre-fire instantly removing Kayak.
Slow things down a little bit here now, but NRG back with another huge advantage.
And you've got to keep in mind the HP here for Alpha. Boaster trying to put bullets down range, but he's on 13 HP. Oh, and Brock clears him, crashes, gets caught. Alpha now would need nothing short of a miracle. NRG locked and loaded. It is again brilliant from the Americas boys.
It's that little synergy missing.
Oh man, that
from something, yeah. Heart-wrenching. I mean, this is just silky smooth from Marder. I mean, they're feeling themselves, and like I said, they keep tapping into that.
It's such basic stuff, boys. It's such basic stuff.
Absolutely, I completely agree. It's the things that Fnatic usually look so refined, so well choreographed that are just slipping through their fingers. Kayak, by the way, fighting with heart right now.
Yeah,
I keep Fnatic in this.
This would have been over by now without him. He has been fighting tooth and nail for his side. But if it's only one of you, it doesn't matter. The rest of NRG standing together in this, and a broken purchase to try and make what feels like a broken stand. A little bit quicker. But eyeing up the C site, at least as a start.
Scuba still on guard though. Fnatic obviously once more dealing with the utility. Not going to try and make the treacherous cross on here. Bork again though, gonna shut it down.
He doesn't even have to see you! It's just a blender of bodies! NRG now on map point.
It's just so tough to watch them brute force into this time and time again. Again, credit to them for picking up the pace a little bit, but this has always got to be a factor in their thought process. 12-5 the scoreline, Lauren. 2 Odins on the board once more.
It might go out with a bang looking at this. Kayak, again, the bravest to go forward. Falls first. Finally, Chronicle is in the round. This doesn't mean that NRG are stopping anytime soon. A switch up of the setup. And Boast are trying to maybe figure it out here, but you've still got an Odin, you've still got a wall. But Chronicle has another. All right, Brock and Scuba.
You can see so close to spamming off that angle.
Yeah.
Not much. Wait, okay, there's not much more to be done about that, but by brute force, Fnatic have found a solution.
A bit of a misstep there as soon as the reveal comes through. Now a 4v1. I think Scuba's really going to entertain the idea. Fnatic finding 6, but once more a long road ahead of them. No strangers to having to pull off a comeback.
That's true.
Scuba. Very confident nobody's on this side of the map.
I mean, we have to have the conversation. Repeatable success. We know that, yeah, Kayak's been really good. He's been firing up here, but this feels like the first time we've seen a bit of a Kron moment, right? 3 kills, impactful.
Holy shit, Caddy.
Got to do it again. I've got to see
Yeah,
some of these players activate.
yeah.
Where's Alpha here?
Alpha's the
Where's
one for me.
Crashies? Where's Kron? I need to see this. I'll let Booster off the hook. He's your IGL. We know what he can do. That's fine. Everyone else needs to step up now.
Quietly clawing their way back into some of these rounds, but again, in terms of what's sustainable for Fnatic, there's not many things you can really identify here. Like I said earlier, Crash is coming off the back of arguably one of his best series to date.
Yes.
Caution here.
Seemingly absent as well.
Okay, let's just...
Now, feels a bit rinse and repeat, but the deeper paint shell is a bit
great.
worrying. Crash, he's caught. It's an early death, and that's why the ult's gone.
Another one away from another showstopper here. Alpha is highlighted.
They take liberties across the map. It's something about NRG I like. So I'm feeling a bit brave playing up close to that smoke. They don't let you really take a moment to breathe. There is no fear, there is no respect. And Alpha is facing 3, he doesn't even know it.
Yeah, well, maybe just actually caught a glimpse of Scuba, but it's not to be. Now walking into Brock's setup, who does have his ultimate
Usually have
available.
responsible Crunchyroll.
Couple walls
A couple
too far.
more, yeah, a couple more walls in between.
Toxins going up.
It looks like a commitment, and they've already lost control of the back lines. They're going to know that turret has been broken, so there is a timer on this for Fnatic. Do you carry on forward? Do you try and pivot towards B? Your options are becoming limited. 38 seconds. Smoke wall drops. Brock now pops the ult. 35 seconds, you got to go here. Where are you off to, Fnatic? Have a plan. Have something in mind. And well, that's one way to do it, but Marta is still closing in. 2 kills already, looking to follow up. He's taken away the lockdowns, but Alpha finally remembering who he is. Spike left though, 15 seconds, it's an issue. Marta on guard duty. I don't know if Kron can even get here in time. And Marta can walk away, knowing he's been the one to be the problem. 5 seconds, it's too far away. You can't get to the site. NRG running the clock down on Fnatic. It feels poetic to see as map 2 falls in their hands.
Holy shit, bike. What would I want?
Okay, boys, the most important thing out there. Let's have some fun. Let's play the game to win. We play to win every single round. our rules, our protocols. Come on, boys.
क्या कोच है भाई? चिल कोच.
An update is required. Financial system updating. System updated.
We will dance together.
The future of money is here. Feels good.
Crunchyroll को भी आने वो एनिमल VCT 10 बजे
The human body was built to move,
तो इतने एड्स आ रही हैं.
not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
l'e-sport et la compétition sur Valorant. Anna and Leo are magicians of Valorant and its competition are with me in the crowd. First of all, Leo, what a year that we've had in VCT, what a weekend, what a week also. I wanted to know, what are you the most looking forward to coming up to this next year?
Look, this has been an amazing Champions, an amazing year. 5 years of Valorant. We don't take any of this for granted. But as you all know, we've been dreaming about the future of the VCT. We have just announced a number of changes for 2026, and there's more coming in 2027. We hope you continue playing this game, watching the sport. We do this all for you.
We will for sure, and we can't wait for getting new information. Of course, première question, ça fait voilà de quoi est-ce qu'on attend le plus finalement. On est dans l'expectative pour Léo. Ça a été une année incroyable de VCT pour cette Champions. C'est une année insane. On essaie de changer des choses, d'implémenter des nouvelles choses pour 2026 et aussi des grands changements en 2027 pour vous, pour que la scène soit meilleure. Et on espère que vous allez apprécier. And Anna, now I'm turning to you. You look gorgeous. This is very Fashion Week energy here in Paris, and I wanted to ask you, because there's a lot of things going on inside the game as well. So what are you the most excited about for this next year?
Yeah, the year is not over yet.
Right.
Everyone thinks it's champs, so year's over, but we have so much left to do. We have, obviously, you guys saw Vito today, so you got to check that out. We still have a really big end-of-year gameplay patch. That one's going to be
insane.
Insane. Yeah, get ready. We have Ascension. We have GCC, we have so much more to come, so.
Lots more to come, a lot more to be excited about. Et du côté d'Anna, du côté du jeu en lui-même, qu'est-ce qu'on attend le plus? Le nouvel agent, Veto évidemment, on va encore avoir de la compétition, l'ascension, les game changers, un nouveau patch aussi à arriver. Donc restez branchés. And finally, for both of you, is there something you want to tell to our beautiful French crowd?
Yes, I just want to thank everybody. Paris is one of my favorite cities in the entire world. The people are so beautiful. The city is so beautiful. And you've been so warm and welcoming to the VCT and to Valorant. So thank you for playing. Please keep playing. Everything you invest in us, we want to give back to you. So thank you so much.
Beautiful words. Un beau merci pour Anna. Continuez d'investir en nous. On continue
Fnatic 3-2. कोई पीछे Fnatic 3-2 दिखा रहा है. Confidence.
Bonjour Paris. Vous allez en quoi? Est-ce que vous êtes chaud? Merci du fond du cœur d'être venu. Je suis touché de vous voir ici aujourd'hui. Vous avez montré un amour fou pour Valorant. C'est un bon heureux pour partager un événement à Paris pour la toute première fois. Mais croyez-moi, sûrement pas le dernier. Merci beaucoup, amusez-vous bien.
Definitely not the last event that we're going to have in Paris. Thank you so much for your friend. Leo, thank you, Anna, for bringing this beautiful game to life. And we're going to see if Energy are getting kings of this map 3 and kings of champions, or if Fnatic can bring a comeback. Let's see that.
Thank you so much for that, Lou. Always a pleasure to hear from Anna and Leo. And also, Leo, okay, we get it, bro. I can barely speak English, but your boy's out here speaking like multiple languages. Unbelievable stuff. Well, you may notice we're joined by yet another guest here on the desk. We have the legendary Coach Mini here with us today, my man. Always a pleasure to have you. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I actually wanted Fnatic to win today. I usually hate watch Fnatic.
Yeah.
But today they got so far, I was like, I want to see my friends win, you know? So I'm a little bit stressed at the moment, a little bit nervous.
Hey, yeah, I can understand that for sure. But, you know, of course, I mean, Bea, we've been seeing NRG really just put the task at hand at to Fnatic, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. I think that these two maps have told the tale that NRG have come in with a lot of preparation. Yes, there is a lot of abuse in the Odin, but the confidence that we're seeing, every single 1v1 seems to go in their direction. And I mean, they're one map away for the trophy.
I know, it's crazy to think about, but let's go ahead and check out a Verizon high-speed moment. Speaking of NRG, this one's going to go to Sam Achilleos. This guy, he is putting up some numbers. It's incredible to see what he has accomplished in his career, but in this match, he has been lights out.
No, he really has been. The impact that we're seeing from Sam is just critical for the team. Constantly coming up with big frag plays, but also always in position, getting those his util cycled in exactly when the team needs. His paranoias often just leading to a ton of assists for him to rack up. He's having such a strong game, but overall, for the side of NRG right now, it's got to be Mata to talk about because this guy looks incredible.
Yeah, and also him.
NRG right now, he's happy when the team needs. His paranoias always in position, getting those his util cycled in exactly when the team needs. His paranoias often just leading to a ton of assists for him to rack up. He's having such a strong, often just leading to a ton of assists for him to rack up. He's having such a strong game, but overall for the
so him.
And on the flip side, Boasters couldn't get anything done.
Yeah, and you could see now Fnatic make their way out to the stage, as well as NRG, those young men one step away from winning a world championship. But the pressure is on that guy right there for Boaster. Mini, you coached this guy. You worked with him for a very long time. You know what his mindset is like in these situations, surely. Why don't you go ahead and give us a little bit of insight? Where do you think his head's at as he gets ready for this pivotal Abyss game?
I think he'll be feeling very stressed and nervous himself, but he's going to do a good job of not showing it. And I think in this moment, the boys just need a big Boaster speech. They know they're going to be going on to Abyss next, and that is not a map they like. They need to reset and come back into just fundamental gameplay. Maybe they got a comp switch or something, and it's just going to be about hitting some headshots in the next map.
I'm hoping that they're going to be able to do so, because going out 0-3 would be an absolute brutal loss. I mean, already on that Lotus, a third of the rounds
they've taken too.
Yeah, a third of the rounds that you're able to collect are in thrifty fashion. That's certainly not something that you want to be seeing, nor something that you expect to see whatsoever with Fnatic. We know that they can toggle on. We know that they can just suddenly sink into the mindset and get themselves back into a game, but it's not happened yet across these first two maps.
Yeah, I think that also NRG made a very, very good move leaving Abyss for this map in number 3. They knew that if they were able to close that corrode, probably will give them the momentum going into Lotus. And in Abyss, they should be simply superior. The way that they combo the Vice with the Harbor, the way that they put the pressure onto Fnatic.
Just stand up trophies stand up
Yeah, and if Fnatic come back here, and go through the series, I think this is the best reverse sweep of all time. They are down 2-0, and they're going onto a map that they do not like at all.
Yeah, last time they played here at Achilleos, it was, what, a 13-5 or something like that. It was not pretty for Fnatic.
No, it really wasn't. It was very much, happened in the same fashion that we kind of saw those first two maps come through, but it looks like they're not going to be making really any adjustments on this. It's still going to be Kayak going with the Waylay, not going to be seeing the Yoru here, Chronicles on the Breach.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. I don't think it worked on the previous time. Maybe with this one, I just think that, first of all, Kayak, I think he should be on the Euro. I think much more value, much more comfort for him. The way that NRG pushes him out of spaces, he has to use his entire kit just to survive that one first engagement. And we are seeing how NRG is playing. They're just doubling down and keep going.
And one of the things that was really cooking up the last time was Sam on that harbor. Nobody else really plays this agent on this map. They have to look back at that tape and figure out how to counteract it, because he was regularly cooking them, players playing behind the walls.
I think for Fnatic, the exact side at the start of this tournament is all about those B exits.
Yeah.
And they were beautiful. It's just about whether NRG have this problem solved for them. If the B exits work for Fnatic, there's going to be momentum going into that defense.
Let's not forget, yesterday, Boaster said with passion that they figured out Abyss. The question on our minds is whether or not it's enough, whether or not they made the appropriate adjustments to stop these America's giants, truly, at this point in this series, and whether they can stop them here and now. But for NRG, they are one map away from becoming our next world champions. Can Fnatic make another Fnatic comeback happen? Let's send it back to your casters, Pansy and Hypoc.
This could still be one of the most dominant victories in history here. NRG with the opportunity to smash the legacy of Fnatic in a comfortable 3-mapper.
There's only been 4 teams to pull off a best-of-5 reverse sweep. Fnatic are one of that exclusive club, but they have to do it again. And we come to Abyss, where previously to the NRG series, Fnatic actually started 16-0 in terms of attacking rounds. Absolutely flawless, hadn't missed a beat. Is the side swap enough here to pin their hopes to? And for me, last time, Scuba, the absolute hero for NRG here on Abyss.
This is tense. And,
it's a beautiful map.
Bad Mini said it though as well. They do need Boaster to be the calm leader of this side to make it feel possible. Because by all rights, NRG have set the bar sky high. Domination on the first 2 maps, and now it's do or die.
Tom will initially take control of mid alpha. See on the other side of this, previously unable to find any sort of value from this position.
Got you.
Tag will come through here. Fnatic very quickly will descend upon the B site, or at least poised to.
Time to jump.
Harder, yeah.
Just a second away from being in the right place, but Kayak trying to gap close. Going to take a lot of damage for that though. Marder sends him scurrying.
I was going to say, the TP wasn't even safe there, but Fnatic...
They're going to walk the wall. Are they double flashing this? I thought they were both going to swing, but no. In the end, it's crashes to deny Som, but Scuba is holding the line again.
Shit.
Just coming alive when it matters. The flank gets absolutely decimated as well. We're in a 2v2. Plant's going to be in.
Revealing area. Chronicle still has some util as well. I'm not sure on the timing of the stun, but 20 seconds away from another recon.
We asked Crashies to have an upswing. 2 kills already. Kron going to be watching the cross, but now denied vision. Ethan gap closing. First step forward, Brock again. Beautiful shot, and Chronicle blind and buried. NRG right back to business.
पिस्टल से हेडशॉट दे दे रहा भाई इतनी दूर से.
With the investment, we'll find the pistol round.
Scuba again.
Yeah, Scuba. I think Fnatic have a decent read.
No, pistol, sorry, shit of
the awareness of what NRG like to do. Throwing this wall up, sitting right behind it, forcing Fnatic to be diligent, not allowing that freedom or free passage.
Perfect, Ethan. Perfect.
See immediately the same approach on display in the pistol round.
Yeah.
It's only really the casualties along the way that make sort of approach even feasible for NRG. Just keep your eyes on the denial of information towards Alpha in mid. NRG won't be contesting that area very often, but the way that Alpha's going to be kept in check.
Again, it's something that I actually quite liked from NRG, how they approach their mid splits, how dangerous they can be on those pacey crunches towards A. has found some timing here. Now, it will be kept in mind by NRG. You can see already Som there just jump spotting over the top.
Not sure he's necessarily noted here because he is cutting sound, so Alpha and Kayak, both with Sheriffs.
They're trying to sell this kind of mid-A look here, right? Progress from Crashies towards ult. Spike is still towards B. And this is the fake being sold. Now, one has bitten on it, but not two. It does force Som out of position. So quite a nicely crafted idea. But Scuba then gets a little curious and finds Kayak. There is another, but it's been scored off. That's Alpha. They are crossing the T's and dotting the I's, man.
ऐसे full momentum है भाई.
Plants in play.
नहीं कर पाएंगे Fnatic.
Quite a weaponry here, but they have at least made NRG work a bit harder for this.
The collapse is just so decisive once more from NRG. Massive advantage here in the retake.
Yeah, it's fraught with danger for Fnatic, even trying to keep themselves safe. There is no safety here. It is an absolute shutout again. As just Boaster alive, and he has been denied everything so far. NRG, 5 standing, and looking solid as a rock, man.
Yeah, and actually going to have Scuba's ultimate online for Fnatic's first buy round here.
They brought weapons made of
further salt in the wound.
Ironic.
Crashies does actually have the Hunter's Fury. Didn't spot that actually making progress in the meantime. The back of just the 2 kills. See if there's any plan in place here. To set things in motion. Need to see an early response. It goes without saying for Fnatic. We can't keep relying on them in these deficits.
See how they look. First opportunity to fight back. A bonus left with NRG. The Stinger's still there. Marshall from Marder. Brought a little bit of something. Early. Spike is with Crashy, so does show a lot of intention.
Immediately on the back of that though, Marder is looking to take a very, very deep position here. In the information game firmly in NRG's favour.
It looks like Boaster's the one trying to fact find over towards B as well, so maybe trying to clear over towards that. Are they expecting this crunch through mid? I mean, there's 2 players up there.
Well, it's another thing, just look at what's happening in the downtime. There's so little pressure.
Full confused
from
the
Fnatic that NRG are able to just control these key points of the map and not allow any threat to develop. It's rinse and repeat for NRG. Marder is going to get behind this as well. Yeah, see it very quickly.
This is perfect from them. This is such a great read, and Fnatic are none the wiser.
I don't think Alpha's heard this.
No, not at all. So he goes back and checks on mid, sees nothing, feels, okay, this is great.
Holy shit, Crashies, watch your back, no.
Tap and bullet to the back of the brain, and everybody is here from NRG. And with 13 seconds, it's simply not enough. It's tailor-made poison, brewed by the NRG camp, and forced down the throat of Fnatic. 4 seconds, round's done.
It's just baffling. Still waiting for the moment, for the penny to drop for Fnatic. I wouldn't surprise to see another very, very early timeout here, but the further concern is kind of seeing hints that Milan and Scar are identifying this, but in between maps, we're not seeing.
Austin, nice ult, bro! Austin, what happened to your ult?
Said you wanted a villain.
Yeah, there he is.
Giving it large.
But he's allowed so much space. It's another example where it's like the smallest possible thing to go wrong amounts to a huge, huge issue for Fnatic.
Now, a mid-attempt for Marder, operator ready, gonna hear Kayak close. Sends him away.
Almost.
But Som's lost in the meantime. This is a much better tempo from them. They found a body to drop untraded.
Marder also very low.
Oh.
But fortunate not to find that kill onto Scuba.
But it's an extended bonus. You're not going to do this again, Ethan. This could be everything. Smoke comes in.
How many?
They've fallen for it.
How many?
Hook, line, and sink.
Oh,
But someone checked.
बच गया भाई साहब.
But Marta is on site. 5 HP. He's holding this down. Crashies. Hesitation on the steps up here. Fear shown. But a found player. Marta gone. 3v2. Hard fought for. Crashies trying to over-deliver. Scuba down low as well. Hesitation on both sides, but Crashies in the middle of all of this fight. Finally, Fnatic get one on the board.
Yeah.
Thank God for that, because Alpha is a million miles away from this. Again, still seeing hesitation to go forward. The op is noted. Marta finds a kill, but Fnatic freeze on the back of it. You see Crashies edging further and further towards site. Oh, beautiful.
आज शॉट दिया उसने बॉल पे.
But it's like they're walking the tightrope every single round.
It's like pulling teeth, getting a single advantage. You can talk about the Odin, but it isn't just that. NRG are a hell of a scary side. Now Bork, like pretty up close here, does take a lot of damage. Should be able to react in kind. Sets up Ethan, takes away the tip of the spear, and now Fnatic gonna miss that burst. There's 4 players already on A.
To get through the choke point here, Kayak shut down once more, but previously was giving us something to get behind. I think a 1 and 4 so far. Fnatic will call the rotate here. Still bodies in position. Alpha trying to plant the seed of doubt. Again, he's not really, he's just making noise. There's not any pressure towards the site here.
All the timing of this re-clear. Boaster.
Holy shit, nice shot.
Just a second earlier than he hoped.
Big damage actually as well onto Scuba, but Marta has found Chronicle in response.
What the fuck?
That's 2 huge kills, and Scuba, yeah, a little low on HP. But Crashies, they have to be careful now. You're not going to get the exact timing you want, mate. Get your gun back out. Oh no! Almost wanted a little too much, and Alpha left in a dire scenario.
Gotta be kidding me, bro. What?
Scuba is just dominant on that B site.
Fucking way.
4-1, Fnatic locked out once more. The response from Marta in mid is just beautiful. Chronicle slapped on the first poster. Oh yeah, and bear in mind, Scuba's a 1 shot there. 1 shot. The frustration speaks volumes on Poster's face right now.
Might be seeing this year's most open heartbreak. But as it stands, NRG on the verge to do something most thought impossible. 4-1. It's telling a similar story to the last maps. And again, look at Marta. This man is coming into his own on the big stage. Sharp as hell. Great timing. Finding good information on this.
Obviously gonna try and commit here. Marta once more gonna potentially catch Alpha, and he does.
Oh, he is walking around. Perfectly positioned. Perfectly played.
What the?
Ethan fancies a go at it as well. And Fnatic absolutely floundering here. It's Crashies with nothing to say. This is once again, Mike, the same story.
Just over and over again, NRG finding the right moment to go hunting. And I've said it already a couple of times this series, Fnatic aren't being given the same sort of freedom. They are typically, these sort of matchups, NRG just have the read on how Fnatic like to play the map. And my God, would I love to be a fly on the wall for this timeout right now.
You saw it there, especially on Boaster. Thing about wanting something so badly is that NRG want it too. Who doesn't? A chance to touch that trophy. A chance to be the undisputed best. And Fnatic, yes, they have had some of the highest accolades. Some of the
Holy shit, भाई को टेंशन लग गई है.
impressive highs. There's also the downside,
I was
Mike.
going to say, yeah, the opposite side of that is Fnatic are no strangers to the lowest of lows. I mean, Boaster is an IGL that has been forged through failures, effectively, in the last 5 years of Valorant. Absolutely no strangers to this sort of situation, being down and out.
Why is it crazy?
But it takes so much to ask that once more of this team.
Cutting through.
For NRG, it's round by round. It's kill by kill.
They're going aggressive here, potentially.
Why not?
ये duelist इनका क्या kills निकाल रहा है? और कहीं भी जा रहा है. ऐसा होना चाहिए duelist.
That next generation, that big threat that's coming up. And Precious has the spike here. If Marder strikes now.
ये नहीं.
Oh my
God.
God.
Timing.
The timing here. And Marder again is running rings around them.
He has had his finger on the pulse these last few rounds.
He's feeling it perfectly. And then you look at the rotations over towards CT.
He is orchestrating this entire stack. And Fnatic are none the wiser once more.
Not a clue. An Alpha given freedom, but only to be put back in his cage, it feels like. They know that that's the area he could have taken up residency in.
Again, look at the time it's taking Fnatic. Marder has shift walked this in.
They can't back away now.
No way, second time.
Not again! Marder! Morning, noon, and night! He has Fnatic's number! And now Som, now Ethan, all waiting. They know, in between them and Marder himself, is the enemy. And Ethan is just perfectly poised. Still doing so much! Ethan, he wants that trophy again! And he's so damn close!
Fnatic have no idea what's going on across the map. Once more crashes, backstabbed in the Hunter's Fury.
Look at him!
Ethan TPing forwards here.
Flank again, flank again.
And the frustration really starting to show.
They're better than this, we know they are.
But the worst thing is, with things like that, hearing Crash say that, Fnatic are going to slow down even more because they're so scared of NRG just dominating the entire map.
And look, if you're a fan of Fnatic, I know this hurts, but the caliber, the quality that NRG are bringing is second to none. Brook reading the play again so well. There is no access here. There is no chance here.
Deploying drone.
This is the brutality of it. This is where we ask the best to show us what they can
No.
do. Maybe there's still hope. Maybe they're not done yet. Maybe there's life in Fnatic. They still need to get past the man of the hour, Marder. Scuba as well. Don't forget what he's been doing. But the plant's in play. They're getting flanked again.
Well, he's going to be able to reveal both positions here for Scuba. Who has to deal with the trip, so at least will be noted now. Well, tanked up a little bit, but still 80 HP.
Holy shit.
That's both players spotted. Scuba can take a breath here.
No.
And Marder behind him again, man. This guy is the assassin they can't get away from. Alpha might have heard the crowd for a second, or maybe just considering it.
They have a trap.
He has to make something happen. They have to make a move now, NRG. And they are.
No.
They fight together. Hope is lost for Fnatic as NRG again reigning supreme.
Just can't get anything going in their favor. And there isn't a single face on that stage for Fnatic that gives you any sort of hope. And almost anticipating
a
double timeout. Yeah, I'm seeing the timer pause.
Hey, Adam, come on now. That's us, bro, that's us.
Like I said, before that first series versus NRG, Fnatic hadn't lost an attacking round on Abyss.
God, what a stark contrast.
And now they are made to look like they've never played the map before.
Alpha 0 to 6. Kayak 1-7, Boaster 3-7, Kron 3-7, Crashies 6-7, and he's been shot in the back of the head twice by Mana. Where are your players now? I know it's hard. I know we're asking a lot.
I mean, for a team that so often we talk about the plot armor, is this just all a ruse? Is it a setup for another Fnatic comeback? Certainly doesn't feel that way right now. You can see Boaster is slightly teary-eyed down on the stage.
It does just feel like we're watching a nightmare come to life for one of these sides. For the other, however, the NRG, it feels so damn good.
And so close as well.
7-1, blistering first 2 maps, barely challenged. This is what dreams are made of. You couldn't ask for a better start. You couldn't ask for a better first 2 maps. And here's standing on Abyss, staring into it perhaps. It's all smiles. What is the answer now? Who will be the one to stand tall? Who will be the point of difference? Alpha finally gets involved. Marder asked to get into this as well, and he's hunting. Finally takes the TP away, but they're fast up mid. Fnatic looking pacier. Feel like they want to try and crunch towards B. Yeah, Scuba's been solid at this though. Sending them scattering as Brock. Boosting the Hunter's Fury, and Scuba still strong as ever on that back line. Oh, it's ults everywhere. It's ults everywhere, but this time it's Ethan behind them.
No way. Don't lose this one, please.
They don't know where to look. They look lost, and Crashy's last alive. And this feels almost unfair. NRG, simply better.
8-1 the scoreline. Out of the timeout, nothing for Fnatic. It's just, and this is the benefit of all of the hard work NRG have done in terms of preparation. Now they are reaping the rewards.
God.
And they have absolute freedom across the map, running rings around Fnatic.
They are a true cut above the rest here. Som forced off the early angle, however. And again, pace. Fnatic looking like they just want to try and get into this, which feels mad at round 10 in map 3.
Right, usually it would be a refreshing change to see, but at this point you just think they've hit rock bottom. Throw something out, see what sticks, but there's no margin for error. NRG are just the immovable objects right now.
Truly, truly. And looking at this again, trying to go in on it, but Ethan's still standing tall. You feel like you're trying to just pick whichever option is better, but it's Brock on one side, joined by Ethan. Oh! It's an absolute shutdown again! And it looks simple. It looks easy to do this to one of the most storied teams. Oh, sing their praise enough. Alpha left wounded, trailing through the A site. And the altar there, it just compounds the problems. Just getting more and more. NRG continue the march.
It's impossible for Fnatic now.
On the brink, Fnatic bowing out with a whisper in this grand finals. And it has to be said, one of the most dominant performances from any team on the champion stage across the previous series and now the grand finals.
What are you doing? You're stunned. Get off the bomb.
People doubted their route, saying they had an easier approach to the finals.
Well, they made it look easy.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
Yes.
9-1. Relentless in pursuit to perfection. NRG so close to double digits in just the first half. Som forced away on the early angle and simplistic start towards B, but Kayak will have to freeze. Wait for a moment.
Not back out just yet, but it does.
Oh no!
Scuba's been just so solid in this
No
as well.
way.
There
No
isn't
way.
easy sights to him.
Holy
Support there now as well. Helps on
shit,
the
bro.
way. Does he really need it? Fnatic relinquish that approach.
Som able to just smother the site and the choke point. Force Fnatic back now. Scuba on this angle. It's good to work. Chronicle will fall.
No trade.
No
anything.
Nothing.
Scuba's allowed to be the turret that stands. He knows where Boaster is too. He's on for it. He fancies it. Give it a go. Drop another.
क्या मार रहे हैं भाई लोग?
Stop blowing my mind. 10 to 1.
Holy shit, bro!
I've never seen anything like this. Truly, truly unbelievable scenes.
On the brink of it being another 11-1 half. I mean, the precision, by the way, as well. This wall layering behind Scuba's wall. And he wanted it. He wanted the ace. Scuba, who was one of the key components previously versus Fnatic, coming alive once more. Last round broken by from Fnatic as well. Harder.
No.
Defies expectations
Come
once more.
on.
Finds Alpha again.
Nothing.
Playing Vele on this
Nothing
map is
available. Damage again. Good
pathetic.
damage from Ethan there. They're just not even really getting a look in at A.
No.
I guess the Asian comp was very bad. Fnatic.
Round where Crash is very lucky to get away with his life here. Hunter's Fury once more, but we know what's happened with that previously. Rourke doing his best Som.
Oh man. You can just see it in the confidence.
What?
It's just perfect. It's just perfect. And you can feel how choked out Fnatic are.
Yeah.
There's no breath. There's no signs of life. There's no heartbeat to this team. On the receiving end of simple, clean, good, well-played Valorant. Boaster and Crashies called to do something they've been barely able to achieve with 5.
20 seconds.
The paranoia. They go slightly further astray. This choke point is being held. 13 seconds. They have to take a fight! And all they'll do is fall. Michael, it's 11 to 1.
It's just
No, bro.
heartbreaking to see Fnatic in this sort of
Fnatic
position.
are dead,
NRG
bro. They are
once
done
more
for.
Find themselves with a huge advantage.
30.
Let's go.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
Hey guys, it's Ethan from Energy. Yeah, made grand finals. It's my second one, so I'm excited, and I'm excited for the guys too. Definitely brings back memories. Walking on stage, very similar to LA. It's not every day you get to walk on stage like that. And yeah, everyone played out of their minds in that game, and I expect nothing less from our grand finals coming up.
Rightfully so.
The guy's been filthy with it. Marder again though, willing to take a risk and takes their life. Oh, and that is fantastic.
I think the most important thing is kind of who you surround yourself with. So both your teammates directly and also just your support group around you, whether that's family, friends. That is the most important thing, in my opinion. That's what keeps you grounded. That's what keeps you level-headed, even in the lows and the highs too. So it's very important. And I'm excited to see the crowd for grand finals.
All right, quick little look at that Coinbase Econ report there. It is going to be Scuba, actually towards the top of the charts. I mean, backbone on the site, Mike. Barely movable.
No, like I said, in the previous series, he was one of the key components for NRG. Once more putting on a display. just so cool, calm, and collected in some of these clutch situations. 16-2 in that opening half on Abyss. Just to note as well, Brock sitting at 11-3, Ethan 11-2, Mada 10-3. Dominant from top to bottom for NRG. And if ever there was a time to find a pistol and get the ball rolling, it's now or never for Fnatic.
Right off the rip, a little bit of show of force to start with, a little bit of info. NRG within touching distance. On the other side, Crashies, Chronicle, waiting on the B side.
NRG just waiting for somebody to rear their head here, but able to be across. Some will
nice chip.
Cut sight lines here. Decent shock down. Actually, Fnatic get ahead of the curve.
Yeah, much better. Looking proactive in the play and take it down too. A little bit of chip on the way, certainly helped out matters, but don't.
Nice.
Rourke and Scuba. In the masters of Fnatic's downfall before, Scuba with the evasion, can't quite stand. Now just Brock in a 1v3. Very nice. Chronicle with 4.
A sigh of relief from Boaster. Chronicle fairly muted after the 4K. Just a second on the board. Fnatic hopefully be able to get themselves back into this game.
The Russians are just better in this game. Seriously, bro.
Trying to keep the atmosphere light. Ignore the scoreline. Ignore everything to this point. Start fresh. It's maybe the name of the game and maybe all they can hope for. But it takes one round and one mistake.
Well, I was going to say the round 2s, after conceding pistols, have looked lethal for NRG, but Chronicle once more will find Mada the most slippery on the side of NRG.
Oh, what the fuck?
Thread the needle.
Second kill in this game so far, just
Yeah.
to tell you. That's how hard he's been having to try and work, and just nothing had worked out. But a very good start. And a show of confidence here, not playing passive, not playing defeated. Heads held high. Maybe off the back of that, a little bit of work from Kron, making it feel doable. Alpha though, set up on A, to deal with the other 3.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Campbell obviously identify what's coming, but they struggled with this wall previously in terms of contesting this site. Once NRG get up close.
Yay! No way, the timing. Holy shit.
Luckily, Alpha's got your back. Just one man alive, he can't quite get his hands on the Vandal. Or will live. The scoreline
Let's come back.
Be able to maintain the purchase. Just taking a moment to have another word. Drag this out as long as they can. So Crashies, I mean, looks very deflated. Usually one that's...
He's right up there helping.
Yeah, right up there with Boaster.
Yep.
The crowd now with something to cheer for at least, but how far does this half stretch? Where is the breaking point for Fnatic?
Could be here. It's the bonus. 3 Vandals, 1 Bulldog. On the other side, a purchase, of course. And the ult from Som. Early start towards middle. Early exchange, but Kayak backing himself. That's where he's been.
Remove Mada from the round. It's been causing a ton of problems. But NRG will actually find an advantage in terms of positioning here.
Ethan, they don't know about him, but the flash, even on both sides. Kayak coming alive, leaving just some standing. Trade there.
Nice.
Fnatic finally looking a little bit back in this.
long road ahead of them, but early positives to be found, and UI's Kayak digging deep here to try and be the trend setter for Fnatic. Bonus conversion, but they cannot miss a beat here. Just one mistake will give NRG championship point. Good progress from Chronicle and Crashes in terms of ultimates. Kayak as well. Got to be conscious of NRG's threat. These lesser purchases.
Oh, he's got to be careful from getting overwhelmed here. I don't know if he's reloaded yet. Boaster could be... he's lucky to be alive. Playing that by a very fine margin. And NRG are on the site. They're going to get a plant. They do have two sheriffs here too. Don't think it's out of the woods just yet.
I'm worried.
You and me both, Mike. You and me both.
Some key utility, yeah, missing for NRG, but
let's see how they're going to deal with this one.
Close to putting his body on the line, gonna be the first man in here. And oh dear, Marta, gonna get things started, but a good reaction. Can't leave this too late though. Can't let NRG get tucked in on it. Alpha, big fight, good follow-up.
Scuba removed as well.
God, the fans are desperate for it, aren't they, Mike?
You can hear the arena explode. Like I said, few things to cheer for so far in this series. Yeah, no timeouts left. Fnatic to really ride the crowd now in terms of the mental reset. 4 in a row. Still 6-round deficit.
Odin's out. Operator's out. Big guns coming online. No ults to play with in this round though. Maybe Marta could work towards it, 2 away. Still, the other side, already got Quans here. Looking at Kayak's not far off. Crash Cheese, and speaking of Kayak, to pick himself up after a disastrous start.
Yeah, 1 kill in the first half.
Holy shit.
And his timing could be spot on here. Waiting for a moment. NRG, swing. And this time, they are going to miss the first, but Brock with a good trade.
Spike will be noted in transition though. Now, do Fnatic overreact? Still 2 towards B. See Boaster toying with the idea of leaving Alpha to anchor. NRG are drifting to the west.
45 seconds.
Wait, he's playing with an operator?
Middle. We know where it's going now. It is towards B. Bron's still here.
Bron's going to catch this TP.
Crash is still here. He's seen it. They're going to hear it. And Chronicle's still going to catch it. Brilliantly done by him. Denying the paranoia build-up there. A little bit of a TP, but Ethan does get affected.
Holy
Can't
shit.
get away from it just yet. Has to dip out from this, bow out from this. 20 seconds. I think the door might be shut, Mike.
Yeah, it's too many question marks now, knowing Fnatic could have sent an extra body here. NRG have to just settle for the 3 weapons. Fnatic will find number 6. Starting to piece together.
The bridge is really
could
helpful.
Potentially
Nice. Yes.
be absolutely magical.
There's no hurry for NRG, not yet. No desperation needs to be played.
Yeah, they can wait out.
Timeout. Actually, a good chance for Fnatic too to be able to check
Out,
back
yeah,
in.
almost a godsend
Peek one a bit.
for Fnatic to find a reset of their own.
But it also takes that momentum away too from Fnatic, it feels like. They're in a bit of a rhythm there. 5 in a row.
Poison Chalice in that regard for sure. Where they want to get on with it, they know what they have to do. Certainly want to be able to sink their teeth into their approach here in the second half. Kayak was ultimate ready. Saw Chronicle obviously throw his out to secure previously. Crashies just missing 2. The other side, though,
पब्लिक है
I mean, NRG.
क्या काश हमारे GC पैसिफिक में भी ऐसी पब्लिक होती
A full house, effectively. In terms of the ultimates, that's the benefit of this kind of lead.
This feels like it's the first time that NRG have been dictated to in any way, right? This feels like they've been in control of the vast majority of every approach, every site, everything they've been doing has been on the money. First time we're seeing them having to adjust a little bit here, really.
Oh, this is a nice spot. Yes.
See how it looks coming out of this. Still on 11. Still a buy. It's not there yet.
Okay, you can keep a camera up there also. Nice.
I'm going to try and make use of operator. Marder left behind in the previous round. Well, gee, look as if they want to explore mid slightly. At least the drone here going to open up the possibilities, but I think with no confirmation now, maybe a more traditional approach towards A. But Kayak is...
Please just hold on. No.
Yeah,
oh, he's on ult. Never mind.
Right now, he's on the run. No one was really near here, so maybe banking on a retake, but he finds some ground to stand on. He goes back for seconds.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
God's name was that? But Ethan still standing in control, going to take the site into his hands and get the plant in play. Time on their side, 3 to defend.
Set up with paranoia here, but going to be stunned off. Has to send it out very early on just to counter the fault line.
Okay, clearing close with the utility. Posting in Crons. Ethan still standing here. Still in their way. Ethan again. Brock as well.
No.
Bullet by bullet. That heart is breaking.
Come on,
Fnatic
guys.
side.
How they dig Brock out of this position?
I don't think they can. Time's starting to tick. Chronicle does find him, but Scuba pushing NRG up to 12.
Any margin they had now stripped away. And it didn't cost much. NRG will bring some key ultimates into the next round. Kayak still fighting with heart. There's just not enough. Hunter's Fury available here for Bork. Ethan and Son both have their ults.
And right off the rip,
yeah. Aggression.
He's back into it. Desperate to do damage. Draws blood and gets away.
TP cancelled here, but huge advantage. Hunter's Fury gone from the Arsenal. LG will be forced to pivot here. Reclearance through mid, and Boaster on the other side of this. Will spot out nice and early. And we'll note the TP as well. Just saw the ping happen.
Big info, but Alpha, he's been quiet. Needs to get louder now. Marder gonna ward him away. Mid is firmly in the hands of NRG.
Yeah. Plenty of options still.
So dangerous though. And Marder's drawing so many eyes. It's Kayak who's kind of offsetting this by being deeper on B, but they're going to try and split through middle. But crashes right back in towards those headlights again. Ethan takes down one.
Bro, what?
To be again the difference maker. Oh my god, we didn't see him. If they did, Alpha the one to stay alive. Take away the spike. Pop flash in.
Oh,
it's Marder to find. Giving away on position though. That spike is still an issue. And Crash is getting closer. Marder and Scuba, the two threats, the two dangers. Yes, surrounded but still standing. Looking
No,
to find
don't
one
peek.
here. Boaster.
Please don't peek.
Sometimes it's best to not know, sometimes it's best to just wait. But he takes the time to strike. And Marder can't get the gun out. Boaster this time, pulling Fnatic through.
Big kills from the leader of Fnatic to secure here another round. One more piece of the puzzle. And this, it looked like things were...
I thought that was it, Mark.
Yeah, approaching the culmination.
Still a buy, still ults. That was off a big start from Kayak there.
Yeah, removing Bork immediately. He's on the hunt once more.
Oh, this takes nerves of steel to go for. You wouldn't do it again, right? Would you? This time it's Ethan on the other side. So close.
Oh no.
Starts things off exactly how he would have dreamed of. And now you can see the Hunter's Fury coming down. They're so close, but Kayak still close by. Primary not available. Swing from Alpha.
Go.
Fnatic coming alive!
Fuck. क्या round था?
Now I think people might be starting to believe the round to break the economy of NRG. Kayak digging so deep. A rookie, by the way. His first time.
What are you doing, you?
Under this sort of pressure. NRG will call another timeout. Just 4 rounds separate these teams now.
I don't know what the fight's going to look like here. It's certainly not going to be pretty if NRG go for it. And is this...
The concern being, sorry Lauren, they're now off kilter. That snowball round is gone. They can't stack the deck in terms of these ultimates.
Scuba just burned theirs, Brock burned theirs, Som barely building it back.
बढ़िया प्रे करना शुरू कर दिया भाई लोगों ने तो.
It's just Kayak on the other side. 13 now. He started this half on one.
One kill. And when you need him most, has stepped up.
They're not there yet though. It has to be perfect. We can't stress it enough. Yes, there's no snowball rounds. Yes, the buy won't be perfect here. You can't slip up. You can't let your eyes off the prize for just a second. This could be monumental.
Who is there inside?
This could make all the difference. Another round, potentially up to 9. In their way, 2 shorties, 3 classics. NRG standing as 5.
Fuck.
Test the A site once more, which was a problem previously for Fnatic, but it's as if they've learned from their mistakes previously, but NRG with a ton of freedom to move into.
Yeah.
Ethan up close and personal once more.
This is very nice, but that's even better. Alpha, security crashes as well. Pistols on the other side. This should never have been the threat of the round, but they do have a plan.
Marta's gonna get caught.
Holy shit, timing.
All right, Ethan and Brock gonna take a stand here themselves. Oh! All right, if you want to believe, now is the time.
This war of attrition, Lauren. NRG still able to cause problems, but Fnatic starting to answer back. Like I said previously, these A-site hits causing so many issues for Fnatic.
DRG fan support कर रहा है Fnatic को. Crazy.
But NRG now back on a bye. Light shields, but an Odin in hand for Brock.
And yes, it's a tantalizing prospect, isn't it? The idea of a comeback like this, I hope can be a dangerous thing. To be crushed in a second, potentially. But another chance at it, another go. To show us how bad you want it. How far you're willing to fight as Kayak puts everything on the line again. He goes as far as this. He stands his ground.
Yeah. We'll actually allow this cooldown to run out here, so we'll put in motion a rotation here from Fnatic.
Maybe should there are 2 people.
Kayak again. All that pressure. He's up for 1. A 1-for-1 trade.
Oh,
the rotations are on the way.
It's going to draw them back here. Marta hasn't made progress, but you can see now Chronicle and Crashy's heading towards B. Alpha will, again, hasn't noted Marta's deep position, but now we'll see the backlines of NRG.
Yeah, this is the keys to the site at the very least, right? They should be able to get a plan off this. Ethan on the site.
Testing this understanding once more. Can Fnatic find another response here on A?
It's so much to ask for, and Chronicle's nowhere near. Crashy's actually going to post on Fury, send him scrambling. I'm pretty sure he's done some hell of a good damage. Look at Som here. It's posted to find Ethan, and hold on. They don't even have the plant down yet. Alpha.
No. Take out your gun.
Oh my god, he's got a ledge
No.
plate from Marder. Gonna slip back through. The plant's still not in. Brock called in on, spraying in,
Alpha's
hoping. Alpha is down
Shit.
hell low here. Marder on guard duty towards CT. All 4 players coming his way. This could be their downfall. Marder goes forward. Chronicle sends it back. Brock next up here. Odin, flash, run again. Fanatic are making me a believer. I can't believe what we're seeing.
Paris on its feet now. Everyone making themselves known on the side of Fnatic. 9 rounds to 1 in this second half. And with that frugal purchase in the previous, we'll give NRG another shot.
Can't believe it.
But the crack's starting to show behind this. Marder going to be struggling.
Yes.
If Fnatic find 11, it won't be a full purchase they're facing off against.
Different start this time though. Kayak not going to go diving head first. Marder, big damage.
ले गया उसका health आधा.
Unconfirmed, but well thought through.
Trying to collect these ult orbs here. Marder just one away. Som, no, he got his in the previous. Ethan one away from the TP as well. The side of Fnatic Chronicle.
Yes,
Kayak
they forced.
just missing.
They don't
one
have
piece.
threads.
And once more, NRG will dip their toes in this A site hold.
Overdrone just being used towards B. Sees nothing. This should be the goer. This should be prepare yourselves, batten down the hatches. Boaster trying to stay alive on the site. That's risky from him. Marder gonna see it all. And Marder committing. They've got to check on this. They've got to look his way. They have to give up at least challenging that plant. There's nothing they can do about it now. But Marder being enough of a nuisance, enough of the thorn in the side to get away with it. No!
Nice shot.
Sending him down to the depths.
Well, a lot of time though.
4 more players to find, and despite a defuse, it is not over at all. Kayak trying to step on in. Ethan hindered. Does he get spotted in time?
This is the time.
Starting to flood
No,
back
not
here.
this.
Ethan,
It's
the
not
one
the time
in their
now.
way first. Trying to find a corner, find a company to play from. Gets the reveal, but he gets dropped. Time now running low. Scuba, Brock, stop, still standing, crashes. I can't believe it.
Defuse yet.
Scuba.
No.
Scuba. He's done this before. He's done this before, but not today. Not
Oh.
in Fnatic's house.
Holy shit.
We are witnessing absolute heroics here from Fnatic.
It's history in the making.
Everything falling into place now. Just one more. Just one more. Crashes now. On his feet, staring down. The faces on NRG. Held to the final hurdle, Lauren. It's just
How do they still have money, bro?
Could all still be over though.
The hell? What?
Still not out of the woods. The chance to land that killing blow. Fnatic doing everything right.
Don't miss it too much.
Now, this is dangerous though. We can see the positioning of Scuba. Kayak is investigating this.
We'll tuck in this time. Go any further forwards. NRG drifting back this way. Kayak has been on point this half. Had to be for Fnatic. There's NRG now, looking as if the ones to potentially hesitate slightly.
He has to hold though. He's trying to just play.
Holy sh!
Kayak, the awful dodger at this point. And now the game's been given away. 35 seconds. NRG have to make their minds up, and they're on the run.
30 seconds left.
First time you've seen NRG really scrambling for answers. Kayak going forward again.
No.
Back in his place, but Crashes is here. Ethan denied. Crashies, you're not going to stand against this alone. You're going to wait for the support, right?
Chronicle's got ult here.
Certainly does.
And he's here very early on. He's going to send it.
This could be it.
Oh no.
This could be how
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Denied on the first attempt. Crashies again. I said it last time, but this time he is burying him in that jersey. A 1v3 required would be a miracle. It's looking like OT is here. Crashies above and beyond. Standing tall for
What a comeback.
to take us to OT.
Who else but Fnatic to be able to do the unthinkable time and time again? When they look dead and buried, Lauren, they pull this out of the bag.
And it's Crashies.
Crashies, Chronicle, Kayak stepping up to the challenge here.
Job's not done though, Mike.
All it is yet another shot to close out.
That's what it takes. But this time it's a different looking Fnatic. Looking like they've remembered who they are. On the other side, NRG a little stunned, but still standing, still alive, still very much able to close out here in map 3.
Kayak continues to pressure. Scuba, curious. Sight lines are cut here. Alpha actually be able to reinforce this position. Ball is drawn out very early on as well. Still a minute to play with here.
So close though. So close to each other.
Look at Chronicle.
Leaving him inserted towards me? Like, just unconsidered. Kayak's got 3 trying to re-clear him. But he has been monstrous. But this is the entirety of NRG. They've sent the whole team to handle the rookie on the other side, and they can't do it alone. It takes 2. But the plant's now in play. Time is sitting on Fnatic's favor. Crashies getting up to no good. Gonna catch Scuba, but goes down as well. Blow for blow. Back and forth these two. But another in the line. Another willing to put life on the line. Dangerous. Kron is going to be revealed. Falls. NRG looking to take the lead now with the player to the good, but the time not on their side. It's on Boaster. It's on Alpha. Playing deeper on this, trying to play to that tempo and time. Ticking away. Now NRG, they're on the side here. They're going to be denied on the first go. Fnatic finding form when it matters most. From the depths of ruins, they are back and finally in the lead.
You simply can't deny it. The heart that this team is able to channel in these sorts of situations. Like I said, in the very exclusive club. And on the brink of starting that very process. Map point now for Fnatic. NRG going to be rattled after this half.
Oh, they will. Still need to close this down, though. It's taken this much to bring NRG just to 1 knee. Certainly not out yet. It's the A site again. This time a little faster, a little bit more direct. Boaster wants to stand his ground.
Yeah, trying to desperately get a kill. Through these smokes here, obviously the Cove going to be blocking a lot of that damage.
Ooh, big deny. Still big deny. Still don't have the plant, and there could be problems here. But denied up towards heaven. They couldn't make much of that, but they slow it down.
You don't call me bro.
Alpha finding Som and putting him in his grave. NRG down to 4 now. Ethan on a bit of an island, but NRG back to back.
Come
Not out of it
on.
yet. It's Crashies and Boaster have to do a 2v4, or we're going again.
Looking to play spoiler here.
Oh man, Ethan!
He's got another smoke to play into.
They have no idea that he still waits here. Gets cleared, and now it's on the back line. Boaster gonna get it towards halfway. Comes off from this, but Murder
No.
breaking their hearts and silencing the crowd again. 13-13.
First real-time NRG have found comfort in terms of, I'm hearing boos too.
I'm hearing boos. I love it.
In terms of standing their ground here.
Yep.
So like I said, once this plant doesn't happen on that first wave, it's so difficult for NRG to actually contest the site. All tied up once more. We go again. Kayak potentially going to play into this space in middle. Able to get himself into the same spot. I think even catching a glimpse of Brock here.
Bro, he's testing the wrong group.
Quick succession. And RG previously didn't want to dig him out here. We're happy to concede this space. Last time it was Crashies and Chronicle to pressure towards B also. But Scuba's here. It's an extra layer in terms of the defense.
Trying to catch something here. They do, but Kayak can't quite get the kill. It's an issue.
Well, he drew so much pressure last time that NRG sent 4 people towards Kayak.
I mean, it's looking pretty close to, right? Now he's got a little bit of help in the form of Alpha, but Brock on the receiving end, while all this happens, the spike is coming towards A. There's still Ethan here, though. He's not going to be falling off this. He still wants to control this side of the map. He was the kind of one who closed that last account, but kept NRG standing in this. It's Brock under a lot of pressure, a lot of scrutiny as Crash. She's going to try and get ahead.
Does Ethan get cleared?
Has been found. Fnatic still looking like they're on form here. Plant going to be in play. Brock going to find Chronicle, though. But the time's on their side and a man to the good. But Scuba, Brock, Marder, deadly players. Ayak. Is he ready for this? There's a lot of bodies there. And it's him to claim it. Leaving Marder and Brock with almost no access.
No. I'm going to get sent in, but nobody's agreed down on the other side. There's a Cam late on site here. And Marder, all the way up there, he's going to find Poster.
He's still going. Not going to get any more.
Holy shit.
He's a different beast altogether now. Finally showing what we knew was true about him. Brock can do nothing. Fnatic again. Back in the lead.
Another chance to close out Abyss here. And to set things in motion, potentially, for Fnatic.
Whoa.
Yeah, Crashies and Kayak have just come alive.
And we've complimented Kayak in the past of having that capability of activating even after a very hard game. I didn't expect to see it at this level.
He's doing it here and now against this opponent.
After those scorelines, but an early loss. Boaster sent away.
Yeah. Early casualty. Not even sure how that happened, actually, seeing where the death marker ended up, but...
Just a pre-fire spam over towards A. It's been a bit repetitive from Boaster there.
Alpha now tasked with being the anchor once more. As NRG, you can see on the minimap, starting to make moves this way. Maybe second-guessing themselves. But Fnatic making the right moves elsewhere. You can see Kayak already on a deeper sideline. So we'll set things in motion in terms of this rotation.
I was wondering if they path back this way, but actually it looks a little bit like what we saw from Marder in regulation.
Yeah.
Very well timed, seeing nothing following that utility, allowing that cheat of rotation over towards A. Alpha, prepare yourself. NRG are on the way, and this time they look like they mean it. Marder can't quite make it. Kayak, he's trying to be as fast as possible. Almost
no.
catching in their heels. There's problems from both
Check it right,
sides.
check it right.
Doesn't think about Brock. No,
Yes.
he does!
Nice.
Fnatic standing tall on the verge now. They saw the last one alive. This will be something you will never forget. Fnatic pulling off the simply
111 comeback. Crazy है भाई. भाई एक ही मैच जीता है भाई, इतना कुछ क्यों हो रहा है इतना?
Nice! Come on, boy! Let's go! Come on, what are you doing, bruv? What are you doing, you tossers? Let's go now! These toss pop ass Odin one-way mother. Come on, you! Come on! Come on, boys! What are you doing, you? Own a pixel. Zestify!
Esports World Cup, where we are starting off with Valorant. If you want to win, you have to win against the best.
So looking for revenge.
There's the shorty. And Alpha goes crazy.
They've all battled through the pressure and expectation. Heretics have come back all the way. Finally, we won. Finally.
चलो, I will go and take a small break and come back. जो कुछ छोटा मोटा काम करना है.
Game Changers. It's about competition, pure happiness. It's like a crazy experience. We're making history. It means so much to us. It's good to be back.
Wait, game championship पे दिखा रहा? Zero को भी.
The beauty of gaming is it doesn't matter who you are, and as long as I'm good enough,
Everybody's getting a 4K.
I can go as far as I want.
That's what I like to see, baby.
全世界都会知道我们的厉害。
भैया वो स्टेज तक पहुंचने का टाइम लगेगा अपने को.
Plan your getaway with Agoda today. All your travel needs in one place. See the world for less. Book now.
Sign documents online with PDF Filler. The new PDF Filler Signature Manager offers 5 ways to sign documents online. Type your signature in a handwriting font. Draw your signature with your mouse or trackpad. Sign on your mobile device screen. Capture a hand-drawn signature with your webcam. Or upload from your computer. PDF Filler verified signatures can be placed with one click, can be easily edited before you use them, and are saved in your account for whenever you need one.
तो बढ़िया बनाया इस बंदे ने भाई.
Just came off a 3-1 victory against DRX, who have been looking amazing this tournament. They've been a very hot team, very hot commodity, and basically the talk of the town this event. I don't think we've ever seen a team like them that just have such a unique style, and especially this year where, you know, they beat PaperX, they beat a lot of teams that come top 3, so I only have like shout out to them. Fortunately for us, we had a very good day today, quick turnaround from our previous game against NRG.
Instincts kicking in, the awareness in the back of his mind that he's being pressured from multiple locations. Crashes! No way! No way!
Fnatic's journey at Champs has definitely been a fun one, very stressful as well. You know, obviously we came from a kind of easier group stage, beat RRQ and MIBR, and then right into playoffs we had to face DRX, who we unfortunately eliminated today. And then Alpha got sick for our next big game that also was pretty big news for everyone in the world. And we had to fly out a sub that morning. And it's just been a crazy, crazy experience, this whole event. And I'm just super proud of the boys and everyone involved that we could just mentally reset and come into this day full focus, full steam ahead, and just prove that we're the team to beat.
Let's just give them every last little bit of energy that we have. We give it them right now in this halftime. And
yeah,
like we just,
I mean,
hope they get a few rounds and end on a high. We've had 9-3.
It's like
we've had 10-2.
Nice! 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 One more!
Come on,
come on, boys! Together, together, together! Nice!
And there you have it. Fnatic makes global event history with the greatest comeback, the biggest comeback of all time. The emotions in this venue, you could feel the energy, an unbelievable moment. And truly magical stuff here. Golden Boy alongside Sideshow Mimi. We're joined here by friend of the show. We got Baby Bay here today. Man, let's get your thoughts on that comeback, man, because you and I were talking, and we were, it felt like it was cooked.
It was unbelievable. I was ready to pack my things, leave. I wasn't even going to be here. I mean, honestly, thank you, Fnatic. Thank you for allowing me to have some guest time. It's happy to be back with you guys.
Oh,
I mean, this was outrageous. I think especially so, given that I think the last great comeback in a grand final people remember was also Fnatic when they won in Brazil and made that happen.
Same
but this
emotion on
11-1,
Boaster's face.
This was something different. This was something special.
I wanted to pull a couple of the rounds here that I think defined what was going on. Obviously, you had Chronicle
Yeah,
in the
to write
pistol,
a
right?
good
Played amazing,
fourth
nice team
now.
into it. But then
Straight right.
NRG were taking these fights in mid. Fnatic were down to scrap with them, and it was about the only thing working early on. Kayak activating too. And then what I was noticing is NRG, instead of using their ults in post, were always using them to actually exec onto the site. What I loved in NRG's victory over Fnatic last time, where they crushed on this map, is that they saved every ult for post plan. And here, because Fnatic were more resistant on site, because NRG used the ults early, they couldn't hold on against the retakes.
Not only were they more willing to hard anchor, which is way better than trying to retake into this harbor composition, but I also love the aggressive looks Fnatic were showing. They had a lot of ideas with Kayak fighting for space early. They were giving him a lot of opportunities to go aggressive, to take those risks, and he was rewarding them with it. I think he was 6-1 in opening kills on that defensive side. He changed so many rounds.
It's so impressive, especially because this guy is a rookie young duelist as well, right? And for him to kind of take the game into his own hands, but then also some heroics from Crashies later in that half to make it go into OT, it just shows like the yin and yang of having that veteran, having that rookie. But yeah, Kayak was just lights out, and it was just insane, this comeback, because last time they played it was also 11-1 on the other side for NRG on the other half on attack.
Dude, look at that. 2 out of 9 post plants won for NRG. I can't believe that stat, considering how clean they were with them last time. It just shows how a slight adjustment coming out can make all the difference.
Wow.
What Kayak really was, night and day.
What a difference between these two halves there. Mimi, we were seeing Kayak come online here. A massive opportunity, as Baby Bay was saying, for this young rookie. But it really was something to just see him take ownership of those rounds in the early goings and not really allowing NRG that they were commanding in those first 2 maps.
It's amazing to see him rising into being one of those players that in these big moments when the team is under so much pressure can step up and actually make something of it. Like, Dre, I'm remembering like the early games where he wasn't playing particularly well. Then Alpha gets sick. He has a monster game. Here, they're down 11-1, about to lose the opportunity to lift a trophy, and he absolutely locks in and brings them through.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to go home today. It's as simple as that. I mean, he has been so good all year long. He needed to step up for his team here on this map of Abyss, and now when you look ahead at the rest of the map pool, I mean, we are sitting at the potential of one of the biggest comebacks of all time in Valorant. It's going to be ridiculously insane if we pull this off.
Without a doubt. And here is your next map. It's going to be Ascent. That is Fnatic's pick here. And this is it. This is where you start to see the grit of this Fnatic team and what they are made of here. And also, conversely, on the other side, what is NRG made of? Can they actually build themselves back up and get back into this game? Because as it stands right now, that right there was an absolute heartbreaker. Now, as we get ready for Ascento Sideshow, I understand you got to tell us, Shady, you want to break down what we're going to be looking forward to here on Ascent.
Yeah, I wanted to showcase some of the things that were working well for NRG last time, some of the things that Fnatic will have to be aware of. So for starters, remember that they were losing a lot of players early on. Mada's gone down at the start of this, and yet NRG was still winning so many 4v5s. And I think a lot of it comes down to this guy in the middle here, Ethan. He was spectacular in terms of positioning himself on the KO. And in this spot, he's helped Mada take an early engagement. And then if we look at the overall impact of how he's going to play this mid spot, Fnatic's protocol is never to smoke what we call M1, right? Which is this choke point right in front of Ethan. They don't like it because it allows you an opportunity to flash and recon back to punish them. So here, the normal way in which Fnatic are taking mid is that they're getting Crashies pushed up to Fridge. He hears Crashies go for the drone, he's got the fragment grenade, goes through the wall, and they combo that with a shock dart to take him out. It's so sick. Now, his positioning over here, though, also allows him in later rounds, here as we go to round 9, to stop the B pop. Now, Fnatic added Alpha on Sage as part of this composition, moving away from the chamber, so that they could run this B exec. And look at how easily Ethan dismantles it. Instead of holding over towards A, as soon as those slow orbs come out early, he throws the knife, it tags onto like 1 million players, and it stops their B exec completely. And then you look at the next round, and he's just crushing again. This one's a bit of a long one, so I'll give you the idea and then we can move on. But he's worked his way all the way down mid. Take a look at this on the full screen. He has anticipated exactly where this gate crash is going from Kayak, and he just stares at it the whole round. He's so ready for what's happening. He comes to his team to put pressure over towards A, to force the gate crash or force a rotate, and eventually, after all the patience in the world, when he sends his team in that direction, he's able to pick up Crashies instead of Kayak. They had such good ideas overall, despite the fact that they ended up losing this round. They had sick ideas, sick prep. That's what won them Abyss. That's what won them Ascent last time. It's on Fnatic to make the adjustments to make this comeback a reality.
And that's what brought NRG here. But now what I look at, Dre, when we go into a map where they just choked an 11-1 with a crowd completely against him, how Ethan, as the only man on that stage playing in the server who has won a Champs Trophy before, can keep his young players in it. Because that has got to be so much pressure for them right now.
It's going to be extremely hard. I mean, it really did feel like they had that one in the bag, right? Everyone saw it. The entire arena was silent.
The bag was wide open, bro.
Until some kills started happening from Kayak and everyone got electric. He's going to really have to tell everybody, yo, we got lucky that we have this lifeline now. We still have 2 more chances to close this one out.
When I was talking and we were discussing with Valin at the end of Masters Bangkok, he said that was a heartbreaker and he thought about it for months. They had 3 tournament points. NRG have just had 6 and they lost the grip of what was going on. If you imagine the heartbreak he had for a Masters tournament where he had half the amount of opportunities, imagine how the NRG players are feeling out there right now. At least their destiny's still in their own hands for the next couple maps.
Yeah, they have to be utterly demoralized here, Baby Bay. As a player, how do you dig yourself out of this one?
With the faces that I was seeing when that comeback was happening on the side of NRG, I was actually worried about going into this next map of Ascent because, honestly, if Fnatic can figure out their attack side, it's not going to be too easy for NRG to do a lot of those plays that you were talking about. I think Fnatic had a phenomenal defense last time. They went into OT, right? It was such a close game.
Yeah.
That guy on your screen, Crashies, the one American player who was always one of the best in North America, didn't get an opportunity after leaving this very roster of NRG, had to go all the way to Fnatic, but what a year he's had. What an opportunity he has here to continue to prove himself as that big game player. Was one of the people who brought them across the line. Now Agent Select up here. NRG goes back to their same call.
I was almost hoping that we would see Fnatic maybe go back to the chamber vibes instead of the Sage vibes. Yeah, but you got to think about like who you're playing against, right? Brock, he loves the Odin. Sage walls are notoriously bad against the Odin, right? And I think that's another reason why Fnatic struggled so hard on their attacking side, along with those knives that were being thrown to delay even being able to use it at all in the first place.
I think NRG have got a great understanding of how Fnatic play. It's just coming down to the execution of it, right? And I think here, NRG should be set up for an amazing defense half. They know what Fnatic do, they've got the strats to counter it, and they've got the player quality. The question is whether they can keep the mental intact. So if you see a close or even a bad half for NRG, start getting worried about a big comeback.
Dre, you know it, but defense, Jet, Ascent, that is like the dream scenario, I think, for any duelist player. I think Mata has such an opportunity to start strong and bring his team back into this series.
From a statistic standpoint, the Brock today worth his weight in gold.
Just like a little mental reminder as well. The fact we even get Ethan on that KO too. Some of those flashes he was sending in. Oh.
Iconic.
Yeah, love to see it. So again, a couple of those key aspects that made that, well, the abyss we just witnessed look like it was the end of Fnatic. We've just seen them so clearly at the start, and in round 2, he's back on it, man.
But again, this is the biggest focal point for me in terms of Fnatic's approach here. Like I said, they should have won Ascent. Can they find the answers now? The short turnaround, yes, but a turnaround nonetheless.
A bit of a look towards middle. Let's just maybe get in the lay of the land with utility 2, deeper wall, which means you can kind of negate one of them. A little bit of a stall coming out. However, Brock is going to be still and constantly a problem. Odin is hard to push out position, especially at the timing that we know Fnatic like to go to, but it's about the minute mark. The flash looked a little shallow, but might have made it, but Scuba, all too aware. Gonna find Kayak and follow up cleanly towards Boaster. Potentially even a third now, no. Crash, she's the one to stop that. Now they can at least get the spike down.
Big upgrade for him as well, still 100 HP. Som here on the flank with the judge. Got to be careful, but Marda's here to acquire some support.
Yeah, but nice work from Kron, but he couldn't back away any further. Costing them a couple of seconds, but these last two players should be cleared. It's Crashies with the Bulldog that's drawing my eye as Alpha just gets deleted by a bounding Som, which you've got to remember as well. Som was one of those key players in the initial time they met on this.
Yeah.
That judge, a real threat.
RG leaned heavily on him in terms of controlling the A site early on when LG were establishing themselves in terms of the economy, in terms of control overall. Back-to-back defusers here. But this is the round now. Eyes back on Fnatic in terms of how they approach Ascent as a whole. Can they right their wrongs? Even actually very comfortable bonus here for NRG. Almost an extra player allowing funds to be sent Brock's way.
Yes.
Outside of this, so obviously Marda carrying across, Som carrying across, and Ethan only on a Bulldog.
This does look a little bit more active than we saw Fnatic last time, right? NRG were given complete free reign before. When we looked at them on this map, and maybe some of the earlier maps today, there's a lot of freedom for them. Dictating pace and everything else.
Yeah, on the side of NRG, actually, it's just keeping Marda in check, really. Like I said last time, he was getting absolutely bodied in terms of the opening engagements, but NRG were recovering rounds time after time. But Marda's had a phenomenal series so far.
Night and day, mate. Night and day. Something that's also relatively consistent is that Som near a smoke with a judge. If we know it, Fnatic better know it.
Come on, do something.
Som, hard to handle, even if you do know about the positioning.
Slight adjustment to the way he's playing actually this time.
Much more attentive towards A main. Oh, there it is. Crashies on the receiving end so early. That's huge. It delays the split through and it gives away those pressure as well, coming through towards Tree.
Paranoia didn't hit as well.
Som's still a main.
I'm gonna put on crap, my dinner.
This could be just simple death. A blender on the way. Finally bested, but Scuba's still alive. Still standing his ground. Ethan there with him. It's looking good for NRG. Just Kron in a 1v3, and the time's not really there. NRG, lovely little adjustments.
Bonus converted as well. We'll get 2 upgrades out of this. Like I said, previously Som isolated towards the door, now creating further problems with an adjustment of this smoke in main. There's only Crashies to approach here and wants to maximize the value from the drone, so he's using it right on the choke point. You don't necessarily want an extra body inside that smoke, but another reality check for Fnatic in terms of these early protocols Well, I say early, I don't mean in terms of the clock, but in regards to getting closer to the site, that checklist.
Again, I still think it's one of the maps that I love Ethan's calling on. Have to say it, he knows exactly how he wants to implement his team.
It suits his style as well.
Yep, hands down. So, check on short, Som. By the grace of timing, not too fussed about the clone.
It's quite close enough to even hear that, actually, potentially. I don't think he was. He's, look, I mean, he's waiting for it to expire, but...
It looks like the test on Marder, potentially, in middle. A look towards short, but Marder just playing behind the... Oh!
Nice shot.
Both POVs, please.
Talked about previously him being removed on these early op angles. Ethan now answers back. Chronicle will fall.
And it's a great answer, but Crashes is still firing. Still getting some bodies here. And the position can be given away, and Ethan now paranoid. He can't live! Fnatic, out of nothing, making something. The slip through from Alpha here is fantastic. Does he get cleared diligently? Left. That's a barrel! Making a body. Even just some alive, not gonna happen. Fnatic showing they have worked. Showing they know it. Showing some smiles.
Another thrifty conversion here. Not sure of the count on this series so far, but Crashies making them pay. And that early stretch of this series, it was only a couple of rounds outside the thrifties that Fnatic were able to string together.
A little MasterCard thrifty, but look, we had those in the past. We want stability with Fnatic. We want to see that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I don't want to have to see another comeback like that. I'd rather see a competitive round-by-round game, but that fate is also in NRG's hands. You didn't like any of that. Rather this not go the distance. Give us one of those early map score lines. Move on from Abyss. Rock back with the Odin. Som playing near smoke with the Judge. Marder with the Operator. Similar scenes, but the outcome...
Som, man. He's just such a nuisance. It's something that I think NRG, you have to credit them for today, is doubling down on some of these tendencies that caught Fnatic off guard and going even further down the rabbit hole.
And also playing to their own identity. Whether you love it or hate it, you will respect it at this point. They've made every team bow to them at this point. With this style, the way they approach the game, the way they see the game. It's impressive. 40 seconds, it's time for a commitment, but Ethan threading the needle pretty well until then. Flashed up, forced away. Fnatic finally on guard! Reading that repeat, reading how NRG manhandled them last time.
And have an operator here, and looks as if they might just commit towards holding on to it. Maybe look for an exit. Did actually swap out here to try and pass across the Odin. Marder, unfortunately, not able to have a say here. Alpha on the hunt. Nearly gets a haircut.
Haircut, lol.
Great isolation. It's actually Alpha that finds a kill. I thought Boaster was going to find it on the back of the spam, but Kayak setting things in motion. Fnatic on the hunt here.
To remove one of these two.
Well, Marder's not on the angle. He just
the timing.
switches.
How far do they go on this one? Again, you don't want to lose too much, but they fancy a crack at it.
Oh, come on. How can you guys throw this game?
Not letting these slip at all. These are going to be kept. Okay, hold on.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah, that was pretty sick. All right, he gets to keep his.
We'll force out a few repurchases here. On the side of Fnatic.
Again, catching these refights is what I'm impressed by. Because it felt like Fnatic were caught off guard on those kind of recheck timings, those re-engages.
You and I kept talking after the series, actually, of how happy Fnatic continued to be in coin-flipping scenarios. And the reason I say they shouldn't have lost Ascent was because they lost so many coin flips, where they were happy to just slowly drift into a weird engagement late round where they're actually in a 5v4. They don't have to sit and wait. They can take the initiative, find a numbers advantage on a site, and play off the fundamentals. They did not want to do that. So if they can, I don't want to say come out victorious in those sort of scenarios again, but continue to gamble and win out, actually, it's going to be NRG that are going to have to adjust. They're going to have to be the ones to adapt to Fnatic actually doubling down on that themselves.
The adjustment is now. Just checking. Letting this one run away. Keep that mental in check. Obviously, Abyss, as much as you can imagine they'd like to move on, put a pin in it, ignore it, I'll still be there in the back of their minds. Young players on this stage. We've been impressed by how, you know, they've hit the ground running, how comfortable they've looked across the board. But there is still that keep everything on the right page here. Good couple of ults to play with too. On the other side, Finance is starting to look pretty solid.
So after Kayak's investment here, I mean, boasted 2 off the TP, but everything else available for Fnatic. Still an Operator and an Odin on the other side, though. Scuba. Lucky to get away with his life. And actually, Chronicle had a ton of issues last time, but Som on the other side.
No trade to be had, but the res played in so well. And now Ethan, do you swing on this? Yeah, they're ready for you now. Fnatic have figured it out. Nice, Fury. It's gonna at least keep Alpha tamed. You are in a 4v3.
So I was just saying, Chronicle was tested time and time again.
As much as Marder didn't have maybe the most highlight of games, he was controlling B main very well against Fron.
Yeah. But it's good to see at least a plan in place to even use the res this time around. Alpha, last time, unable to find much value, if anything.
Do go for a late round here.
Chronicle's got his ult here as well.
Marder is an issue. What do they have to force him off the line? Actually, still a decent amount of kit.
I think Boaster's going to be able to sell something here, at least on the back of audio. But Marder needs this first.
Yeah, Marder's going to walk about to middle pretty well timed. Excuse me, not Marder, it's Scuba.
Yeah.
And the timing.
The Operator going to be removed from his hands.
Yeah.
Boaster gets his TP now.
Yeah.
He can regroup.
All coming together.
Oh, Scuba cancelled it!
Scuba, hold on. They're still holding on to this. And now, do you really want that fight on CT? Are you really up for that? The plant was so late, but it's fine. Just about in time.
Need a connection here, at least one. Not going to find it.
3v3. Chronicle is feeling like he wants to be brave about this, but it's such a solo endeavor.
Yeah.
There's no backup
Why do
plan
OP?
to that, just on your own, going for it. So now Crashies and Kayak. We're just sending it now.
Oh, but they're both going to be removed. They're
Crashies! That's so sick! But still, it's on the pistols here, right? Marder trying to get involved now, trying to hunt them down in time. But they are going ring, a Rosie! Fnatic! Just elevating time and time again.
Crashies.
भाई यहाँ के लोग चावल खाते हैं लेकिन करीदार वाले चावल नहीं खाते लोग
performance in this round.
Yeah.
Again, the timing from Scuba, perfect. This kill, actually Scuba's ult still goes off, but it's Crashy's kill here. Then it's Marder left with an Operator in a 1v2.
And he's trying to chase him down.
Yeah.
He knows what he has to do, but...
What can you do in that scenario?
Hands off the wheel. Okay. Bunny's broken.
Cutting through.
Pendulum feels like it's swinging here. That momentum that sat so firmly with NRG really doesn't feel quite so secure.
Test up towards middle. That time is going to be really bodies on the other side. It's been NRG. Kayak, good for the burst, but Marder going to trade things out. Chronicle now. Swings back rubber, he's pinged off.
Yeah, but look at Alpha flying up above. That's what, Alpha! He's up and over the top! Finding so many! And now, do they know about Brock? I feel like they certainly do now. Alpha is waiting.
Back to guard his wall.
Yeah. Good luck, Brock. It certainly isn't happening. Pendulum swing, Mike. This does feel like that momentum is starting to land for Fnatic.
And I believe, 8-4 in the first half, last time these teams met. So Fnatic already now with a chance to make a notable improvement. You can see the moment the comms just finally catch up.
We are in your head brother. You're doing the same shit, brother.
Close to swore.
It's not often you'll catch him off guard like that, but...
Hey, man, he's had to work like a dog to turn this one around. You saw it on his face in some of those earlier maps, man.
Like I said, he was teary-eyed.
Yeah.
So was Chronicle.
Yep.
Crashies looked pissed off.
And then you had Kayak, the young gun, bringing him back to life. But right back in play for NRG. This was those deeper lines we were talking about with Marder that we liked. Him getting aggressive on those extremities, playing out that B site. Early force away here. But also, don't forget about the shock darts that were coming in, keeping them very honest on the Fnatic side. Also, not present.
Kayak's ult available now on the back of this orb.
Oh, no!
A chance to remove one of the Fnatic players. I'm not even sure actually who he noted. Was it Kayak and Crashies? At least now, Kayak will potentially be able to invest his ultimate once more. Paranoia sent forwards, but Fnatic trying to create some sort of chaos, some sort of confusion here. NRG initially biting on it, but Kayak's found Brock.
Kayak is a godsend for Fnatic. The answer to their woes as Scuba follows to his grave, leaving some at the back of the site, maybe an unknown quantity. Oh, Ethan, we've been giving you compliments on these flashes specifically. Som's still trying. There's a lot of damage. But where's Martin now?
Does have the Blade Storm, but again, in a clutch situation, and it's an operator in hand for him. Hasn't been able to have as much impact as opening couple of maps of this series. Crashies nearly caught there ahead of the smoke expiring, but Albert will run for the hills.
Yep.
Try and hold on to this. Seeing Alpha trying to employ this wall a little more creatively to secure certain situations. Like I said, I just wasn't seeing the value of the Sage last time from the res or the wall.
It felt like we never saw the res, right? It just felt like one of those things where
it was like Alpha was going forwards in the rounds solo that he had res. And then others, I mean, particularly on the defensive side for Fnatic, it was an over-reliance on the wall kind of.
Yeah.
And like I said, it gets stripped away so quickly when you've got an Odin player on the other side.
I do want to say as well, something that actually, it was Doma saying before the game started, they'd rather face a team they've lost to than one they'd won against before.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Now, you sure you feel that way to this point, but when it comes to this map, that feels very poignant.
Yeah, I absolutely love that sort of mindset, but with these opening maps of this series, that's a bold statement. But like I said, we come to what's left in this veto.
Shadows traveling.
Things certainly tracking very well for Fnatic.
Close for Operator is out. I always doubt it, and he does something.
Well, yeah.
But I guess we do need to start asking the question of, okay, then depth of NRG, right? Like that, it's still early. Don't get me wrong. Don't worry, NRG.
Sure, because a lot of NRG's success has been built upon knowing what Fnatic are doing.
Yep.
If Fnatic are actually able to defy expectations, like I said, the emphasis shifts back towards NRG to be the ones to adapt, come up with something new, take the initiative themselves.
Nasty approach. Where do you want to go? You've got the Judge over towards short. Pull up, go CT. That's the spike, but Marder getting bullied off the line. Kron again keeping him honest in this matter, but it's Alpha and Kayak. Two of the headhunters here delivering. As Som now surrounded, Paranoia lands, can he get away with his life? But now, yes, he finds a new doorway. It's been the death of Fnatic before. It can't be this time, and it isn't. Great trade on this. Now, Plant coming in, could consider a res if he fancies it.
Yeah, the issue last time, Marder barely alive after opening engagements. Now, seemingly always alive with this operator in scenarios that...
And the Odin ain't cheap, man.
Yeah, NRG just can't play back into.
Maybe I'm just inherently negative, Michael. Maybe I've seen it too... Never. But maybe we've seen it too many times where there's that chance of things turning around, but it simply doesn't happen because That's the way it goes.
By the way, I was talking about exclusive clubs that Fnatic's a member of. We have never seen a successful 11-1 comeback in BCT history. They have claimed another accolade today. So you have to become a believer in something that is so out of the realms of logic, but it keeps happening.
Certainly made everyone in the crowd a believer today. But the young man on the screen, Kayak, we said it last time, filling big shoes in this roster. And he has been firing.
And just in total unison here with Alpha. Again, being way more confident. And again, look how hard they're having to work for these
No way.
They're finding one behind A and B.
NRG have actually just run through most of their opponents
Come
at this point, right?
on,
Like,
why don't
they
they do
are
like
damn
this?
good. They are gunners. They've got a
Let me
great
try it.
consideration to the game.
Okay.
In front of us for now. And it looks pacey towards Middle, but Scuba actually posted on this angle with Ethan. A little bit more of an adjustment this time. Double stacked up on short too. They want to try and crunch mid maybe. I'm waiting to see what this looks like.
Yeah, look at Som and Mada. Operator will be noted, but Som, not yet.
Still here. And Alpha died to it before, and he does again. Som's going to find his man. Kayak now going to be pinched from 3 different angles. You can't win all these fights, surely. Paranoia gets sent across 1 HP. Oh! He's on 1 HP! How are you doing that? And he still
Look at
survives
Chronicle.
the shock dart. Kron slipped the net as well. He's ahead of expectations. Dips towards sight. Spike is a little unsure. Where do they take this now? NRG are looking threatening.
Ethan tagged up as well, but certainly Kayak the walking wounded in this regard. But he's got ahead of this. Boaster, he's got an operator.
Oh my god, but
He's
the
checked.
angle, this is ridiculous. Ethan just trying to stall him out 30 seconds. Little underhand flash, Paranoia on the other side. Does Ethan back away from this? I think he might stick around, expecting Kron, but it doesn't mean you can find him. And now into a 3v3 is getting weird. Kayak still on 1. Boaster on an operator, and Crashies trying to hightail it out of here.
So little time.
It's on short. Kayak, 1 HP, doing everything they can, but 9 seconds. And no, Armada! Breaking him in 2!
There you are, little shit.
Just not enough time for Fnatic to scramble back towards the A site.
10 seconds left.
NRG able to keep their head just above water. Keep it within 2 and a bailout in terms of the finances as well.
Yep.
There you are.
Odin and an operator once more. Alpha still got the res. Kayak close to another ultimate. Crashies one away himself. By the way, again, this has just always been the ace up the sleeve is where Fnatic get a good read and Chronicle can find something outside B.
All right, Scuba getting played in this time though. On the corner, going to find 1. Traded out for Brock.
Well, they have to try and police this because of the res. They have to. Look at where the kills happened.
Oh, that's very true.
You can't spam onto this anymore.
Absolutely right, but here comes Alpha. Investing all just in case. They still got a man ahead. They didn't think Kron was still going to be that far
They know
into
that
it.
Brock's going to try and punish this.
So well read. Ooh. Incredibly close shot from Marta, but he doesn't find the connection he needs, but goes ahead, goes hunting. There are 3 players around this corner.
They've still got a drone to clear him out.
Do they see it? They do, but Alpha pulls the trigger before they even see him, reading the play well. Splitting towards A. Som this time, no judge in hand. Vandal instead.
I think Fnatic is in the way they're shifting away from Cat.
Like
almost expecting him to have a judge.
Deserves the respect, man. Scary player. You can see it. NRG don't have the read anymore. They're still going to try and split this up a touch. Keep Ethan away towards B.
Maybe a clean plant to come through here.
Som's in the smoke. He's back in the smoke.
Yeah.
No play this time, though.
Still have a paranoia, but I don't think there's really any reason to play into this. I mean, they're not going to give any more ults. Kayak, Chronicle, and Crashies have theirs regardless.
Retrieving flash.
Can't really break anybody's money either here.
Still looking. Okay, that's nice.
They'll try nonetheless, yeah.
It's the next few that I don't say impossible, just incredibly hard, yeah. Man, if these guys... Look, he's
There
already
you go.
doing it! He's already doing it! I feel like I'll jinx it if I say anything. But Ethan right now just trying to
Okay,
control
let's
the
the
operator.
match.
He's not going to have a chance.
Sorry, that's been off the
7 rounds to Fnatic. NRG held at 4.
A chance to completely flip the script and find themselves an A4 on the attacking half of Ascent.
If you told me this at the start of the first map, second map, I'd have thought you were a madman.
I thought we were at home by 5. This is how that looked.
Hello, hello, sit down, sit down.
How many people are there?
Some back on a judge now.
Not even the
No operator in play, but Brock still with an Odin. Scuba's the one that's suffering, feeling the pinch in round 12.
And it feels selfless to have to kind of almost invest into that, right? To invest into the Odin
Yeah,
constantly.
they're active.
How many people, how many challenges will
Wait
Chronicle
for
get?
half an hour.
3 put to dealing with just him.
I mean, that's the window, mate.
Reading this nicely. He's playing it very well, feeling a lot of pressure, seeing a lot of presence though.
The role reversal, look how hard NRG have to work to try and take something away from Fnatic. It amounts to nothing. I mean, look at the HP, but Marta comes away from that. Looking worse for Wes.
And then it almost feels obvious they're going to try and funnel in towards A. So you look at what Ethan and maybe Som can do, but they've gambled on towards Shaw, they've gambled on towards Tree. Winds clear, Kayak not going to be hindered on the way towards site either, so all good here. Checks towards Hell, it looks good. Wait for the pop flash, wait for the pressure.
Let me live in peace, come on.
No, NRG humbled down here.
Yeah. Hunter's Fury going to get invested as well.
Oh, that's a good connection.
All the way from the back lines.
Look at this
Som
angle.
eating that.
You better be ready for Alpha up here.
Chronicle's going to be very late in A main, but he's got his ultimate.
Not going to come in. It looks like he's going to counter it as well yet, but the paranoia posted. Kayak going to find one, but a great trade out. NRG going to still carry on forward. Timing is a factor, but do they count on Alpha? Defuse begins. Anyone there to stop it? Fnatic digging in their heels. Chron and Crashy's still alive, and oh my god, Crashy's. Chronicle drawing their attention, but it could be Crashy's being their downfall. Another shot done, takes away Ethan. He dives in. Som back in his spots though. It's Fnatic all day. 8-4 by NRG, stunned, dazed, and held on merely 4 rounds.
Last player.
And for Fnatic, this has to feel incredible here. Again, up on 8. A total swing of momentum. It's got to mean the world to them. Again, very few players have had that chance to even stand on this stage, let alone doing this in a grand finals. Before we get to that next half, we will be handing over to the delightful Lou, who's chilling out.
Okay, मुझे थोड़ी बैटो करनी है आया मैं 1 सेकंड मुझे माइक करना है next to body off
in VCT back in Americas, they have not been able to collect a single win on Sunset. They've had time to cook, but with the pressure building up against them, I feel like Fnatic have the upper hand.
I get taken back to what happened yesterday, Bea, because we saw Fnatic pick Sunset and everyone was like, whoa, what's going on here?
They knew it was going to happen.
They knew it was going to happen.
Out of the way, but I agree with Seth. This is all against NRG. I think that they really thought this was going to be an easy day in the park and that they would not have to come to this map number 5. Not a single win in the entire year. And it's not for the lack of trying, and it's not for the lack of trying new things. So we expect probably something new coming in from them. And I think that Fnatic, even though they did not find the comfort yesterday, right now it's not about the comms, it's not about much else, about shooting and the vibes that they definitely have.
NRG need to restart and recollect this narrative. It was talking about these rookies getting their first trophy here at Champs. We were talking about Ethan being the first player to ever get 2 Champs trophies. That narrative is about to go out the goddamn window if they can't get this Sunset corralled.
And it feels like this crowd is against them through and through. And how can you blame them? Fnatic coming back with the greatest comeback of all time, 11-1, and somehow by hook or by crook they were able to make magic happen in the field. Now it's a question of whether or not they could close this out here. We have Agent Select coming up. Let's see what we get. Bea, what are you looking at?
I am looking at Crashies. What is he going to do? I'm looking at Alpha going on the near, running it back. No breach to be seen here. Double duelist for the side of Fnatic. And honestly, with the map that Alpha just had on Ascend, I absolutely love this. Kayak is on fire as well, and this duo could disrupt NRG.
There's no changes to the comp on the side of NRG. They've been keeping this one hidden. I thought maybe they would have had something new to come through with the composition, but it's exactly what they were running back in Americas. That means that they then need to iterate. They need to have studied Fnatic's play on this map. They've got plenty of tape, but can they actually put it to action? That's my big question. That's my biggest doubt.
And I think that everyone who is an NRG fan is feeling that sense of doubt right now, Achilleos. Bea, is this it? Is this happening?
Is Fnatic going to finally get that trophy? Are they going to perform in such a level? The greatest comeback in history for them. The one trophy that has always eluded them comes down to an arena full of people rooting for them and against NRG.
Well, you know what? You may not be able to see us down here, but we got a crowd of people with us over there, and everyone's excited for that map 5. Ain't you right, boys? Yeah! All right, guys, we're going to get ready for this one. Map 5 is underway. Who is going to make history? Let's send this back over to Pansy and Hypoc.
It is pandemonium here in Paris. Mike, this is what you dream of, man.
It is. We are on the brink of absolute insanity. Yeah. NRG have the weight of the world on their shoulders, the weight of what feels like inevitability when a team like Fnatic gets the ball rolling.
But they can fight against the odds. They can stand tall and face down the opponent who is coming alive. As said, this is what you work for. This is what you fight for. This is map 5 Sunset. It's gone the distance. It all comes down to one more map. This is a hell of a game of Valorant.
Like I said, we are stepping into the unknown.
Yep.
The unwritten page of this chapter. And Fnatic looking to pull out all the stops here with this composition. 2 heroes potentially in their midst. NRG certainly going to be looking to bounce back here.
They have the chance. A seasoned veteran at the helm. Ethan knows what it takes to lift that trophy. He's worked before for it.
He knows how sweet it tastes as well.
Could spend a lifetime chasing that, but Alpha needs to get out of danger. Already Marder close enough by, but it's only Alpha here. Support from afar going to come in with that smoke going down. But NRG carrying on towards the A site.
In a position to anchor, but will concede this space. Holding a tight angle towards elbow. Waiting on the walkout here as NRG now descend upon the site.
Confident in approach, the cautious. Lovely little C's, but no one there to work from it just yet. NRG trying to make sure they're secure here. See Boaster, Chronicle, Alpha nearby. Brilliant! Brilliant paranoia. And Alpha looking like he's on fire. NRG might be terrified as Brock and Scuba called upon. Great work from Scuba. Lovely positioning, but he's the last one. How are you meant to stop him?
Fnatic continue the trend, winning out another pistol. Talked about it being a concern for NRG. In terms of the numbers, Fnatic won to the good on the final map here, on the back of Alpha, capitalizing on this paranoia perfectly.
And they ain't seen Alpha like this yet. He's been on his sentinel roles.
Shaky
He's
today.
been quiet. He hasn't been able to be the man to do the damage we know he can. But now there's a new threat and a new problem, and it's him and Kayak now. That 1-2 flow aggression, the name of the game. NRG need to learn on their feet. As Alpha looks to punish again. Been caged before now, but finally let loose. Stems the pace as well, plays in Kron. Flash does connect, so he will fall on this. NRG good to deal with that front line, but Alpha's not done yet. He's got Kayak in unison. Oh, the 1-2 punch is landing real good right now.
Both picking up 3Ks in the opening 2 rounds. Fnatic now poised. You see laser focused. I mean, I was glued to the screen. We were watching Boaster ahead of this map starting. What a roller coaster for him.
Can't believe
it's been. NRG obviously back on the purchase here, but Ethan down on the Guardian with investment previously, prioritizing that utility.
Need to see an answer back for NRG. Because this is momentum. This is threat. Kayak actually going to take the way out here. You can see the Marder checked on it, aware there was a chance.
Well, going to struggle with full shields across the board to find value here, Alpha. Well, he made good progress towards his ultimate regardless. Now it would be Crashies. He's got a stinger, so he has to respect this onslaught. NRG second guessing themselves. Maybe just want to pull a rotation. But Fnatic not taking the bait. Kayak still in a position to greet anybody exploring on the back of that pressure. And Crashy is actually re-clearing, so a ton of information playing into Fnatic's favour right now.
I'm scared of him, not stunned up. Kayak gonna take away the TP though, plays in Alpha, next layer. Nice utility work from NRG, trying to scale towards the site. They're still struggling to find some sort of security as Boaster and Alpha back to back doing the work on the site. Look at the HP! How are Fnatic doing this? Ethan taking matters into his own hands. Get out of here! He's still standing, he's still got a chance, but time is a factor, and it's gonna be the cross for the spike, Ethan! Single-handedly doing what was necessary! Brock! Brilliant in the end!
Breaks the hearts of Fnatic, potentially converting another bonus, getting another.
But it took Ethan doing this.
It did, yeah. And again, this is uncharacteristic of him to play so aggressive, but
there he is.
Answers the call for NRG. Damage done for sure. The byproduct of that is the gaps. The purchase here. Alpha to bucky into this. He's one away from his ultimate. And actually, Kayak on the hunt here. We'll find Mudder. And gets away.
The fact he got away, Mike, I can't believe it. Genuinely, so many bodies there, but untraded. Confident display at the start. It feels like there has been a
Chronicle
good
wasn't
conversation. Hold on. Just has to be careful here.
Right here.
Rotating the additional player towards that B site. Alpha adding the seed of doubt. But he plays ahead. Nice little trade there. Brock doing well to keep this one trucking in the right direction. But the spike still held towards main.
Yeah,
there's so many people here.
Yeah, they're not through this smoke just yet. Finally drifting through. Kayak, TP away. Now joins Boaster. Alpha shut down though.
Big impact from Brock. I can't stress enough how important he's been with Ethan in this, denying this momentum, denying Fnatic that chance to take step after step here. But a 3v2, ult in hand for Brock. Exposure and Crashies manage it, they don't. Scuba gonna hold that push up. As Crash is trying to gap close in, but 40 HP ain't enough here, you feel. So many different lines to handle. Feels like maybe Ethan the one to do it. Oh no, cleared Crashies. Waiting for that counter swing, not quite found it this time. Spot to back.
Scuba, quick to the trigger to tie things up here. NRG bouncing right back in the opening couple of rounds of this decider. Hunter's Fury and a Rolling Thunder on the back of Brock, and Ethan doing a lot of the legwork here.
This is so important for NRG. After feeling quite shut out of some of those previous games, having to go through that motion of it, be brought to a map 5 after being within touching distance of the trophy. A couple of clean rounds back in.
Need I remind you, they had 6 chances to close this out, and now we're here. Looking to capitalize now. Back of Fnatic's finances dwindling early, but still packs a punch.
It does, especially when you've got Alpha in the corner like this. Bring them down. You need to clear it. Be diligent in this. Crashy's going to try and set Alpha up here, actually. Can't quite make it around the corner. Lovely stall out, really good way to deny that springboard in, but it's still a brawl. Crashy's is still alive on 23. It's not perfect, but Fnatic making them have to work for their dinner.
NRG look as if they still want to commit behind this. I mean, it's only really Kayak that's disconnecting from the stack. NRG very, very wary. Crashies down to 23 HP. It'll be tough for him to make something work with the Stinger here. Scuba actually going to get Neural Theft off the back of this orb. Tension starting to build. Alpha going to tuck into this smoke potentially with this Bucky.
Still a problem. Still a lot to be done, though. To break through this, waiting for that Cyclops. Okay, investment of the ult, but Alpha could still be rewarded with one. They're trying to fall towards the site. Scuba, Ethan, clean work from them, clearing through the site diligently, being methodical. That's what the doctor ordered, Mike. A little bit of that, a little bit of taste of composure.
Absolutely, and composure being the key word here. Said almost looks concerning. They're still going to try and force the issue here towards A. Way out, Rolling Thunder invested. Get a big win actually to draw out this ultimate on this round on the side of Fnatic. Marder one away now. Still got the Hunter's Fury, still have Neural Theft, and NRG feeling as if they have a point of weakness maybe, something to exploit once more.
Yeah, pace change. March fast towards A, but the paranoia not going to be able to be capitalized on until then. Zom actually, the one to claim it, but Boaster stands tall on the site.
He's got to go huge.
He still might. They're hesitant here. They're reinvesting that smoke towards the elbow side almost, and Boaster gets to live, gets to breathe on this. Can anyone help him? Is there any utility on the way? It's Alpha on the way, apparently. Still noted, they know Boaster's here, but they can't pry him out of this corner.
I don't think he spotted Ethan there. Does know about Brock now, though.
This time you're looking at Kayak. Trying to find maybe that pixel on the push-up, but they're stalled out here. They can't quite gap close him. Finally forced away. Ethan the one to claim it, but everyone's present now.
Neural Theft going to go in. We'll ping out the remaining players here. Kayak going to go forwards with his ultimate to try and figure out some attack, some angle of approach here.
Oh, but Ethan, that's the leader that NRG will depend upon. As Kayak in a 1v3, it's an uphill struggle, and I think he knows this one might be wraps.
Trip will go up and still looking to do damage, but I think NRG are going to play into this.
God, I have to keep singing the praises of Ethan, though.
Ethan is going above and beyond the Call of Duty right now.
Yes.
On the breach as the leader for this team.
And again, it's for those other players to look at to see that it becomes a reality. Kayak, lovely work on the exit, get himself away, as does Scuba. And a good couple of strung together rounds for NRG.
Going to challenge though, Scuba. Want to give away potentially another ult orb, or force the repurchase. Alpha's really unlucky not to be able to find something else behind this smoke. Ada looking fierce. It'll be Fnatic to call a timeout here. 4-2 scoreline. Going to be able to piece together much of a purchase, but I did hold on to the operator.
See if we get a chance to bring that in, but for NRG, it almost feels like finally getting a breather. Finally getting a little bit of something on your side, getting a bit more of a distance to it. You look at the last couple of maps, it's just felt totally different, the mood changing. And again, look, we hate saying the sixth man, but it's there.
Definitely.
Trying to hear that silence again.
Bear in mind, one of the other notable grand finals that Fnatic have been in, they were not the ones to have the crowd on their side. So this must feel like such a boost to their confidence. To pull off what they did with the crowd cheering against them, to now try and embrace this crowd in Paris, has to feel good.
It does. Marder does have off to the Som. Taking a very good purchase now, finding finances in the right place. The other side, a very different matter. And it looks quite repetitive, at least towards the A side. Maybe finding a vulnerability they want to exploit and continue to explore. Stingers and just that operator.
Change of util here, Fnatic. Looking to try and go forwards here. Som's found Crashies once more. LG going to try and pick up the pace on the back of that, but Poster will find Marder.
Okay.
An absolute freebie ahead of NRG making progress.
A little bit worried about Ethan's HP too. Down a bit lower, and does Fnatic double dip? No, they're just going to stack up around that smoke. Play on the corner. They have called over Kayak. He was initially on that B side of the map. Now stuck on the line. Free bodies! Gonna get a follow-up chance here. Does dip away on the paranoia, but he's dropping them as they go. They are still continuing towards this A pathing. Still one in the plant on this side of the map.
Yeah, and it's Ethan to fall, the one that was tagged up previously, so
standing ahead.
No further advantage really other than the head count, but it's Stingers around Kayak's op.
Did try and play him in. They're actually going exploring NRG. Brave in the face of adversity, and now they're going to see they're close. Boaster can't get away from it, but he sees the info. Calls out to Alpha and Chronicle to get active. They are. Alpha then looks towards the site. Can't control the spray, but Chron can. Not fast enough this time, Kayak. Couldn't quite flick to the right target. Brock then.
He's not going to be expecting this, though.
God, Kayak is...
Points another
Where
miss!
did the bullet go? It certainly didn't land as NRG. All the right moves in all the right places. Where did that bullet go?
He had him dead to rights. Again, the walk-up not being held for Brock here. I mean, hopefully we see that in slow-mo. Fnatic do so well to get it to this position. Unfortunately, the hopes squashed. NRG with a 3-round lead now.
This is resilience from NRG. Talk about what it's like to have that sixth man on your side. Well, they're facing against it. They're coming out with their heads held high. They've come back in meaning business, looking pretty nasty about it. Big ult, but it's not the entire picture.
Brock as well getting a tag. But we'll wait out the mark. Marder to try and find some sort of space towards top mid, but backs away. The cancel is called. Does have his ultimate. Does get popped on the way in. Ethan one away from the Rolling Thunder as well. Only ultimate Fnatic have is the TP. It's invested, yeah, but completely negated by Fnatic's positioning.
Security seeming to be the factor here, right? This is map 5. Anything can happen. There's a plant in, and Scuba catching that push up from Chron. Nice little watch of that. Now you're looking at 4 players from the same position. Marder going to be Alpha? Where's that second come from? But Ethan right back to you. Still needs you as well. Ethan has to give them more here.
Is it a slip away? Kayak's down to 5 HP. Ethan tagged up as well. How is Kayak alive?
He still plays in Som, standing his ground. Great trade. Ethan again, essential for NRG. And in the most high pressure scenario, map 5, he is their shining star at 11-6.
Gap starting to widen for the side of NRG. Fnatic not able to string anything together behind the pistol and round 2. NRG slipping back into what feels like that cruise control that we've seen on display here in Paris, but the double duelist now in action. Alpha and Kayak going forwards.
They've been spotted though, that's been seen. Marder can get a really clean engage. Stun gonna come through.
Yeah, he was
and Marder,
spotted.
I mean, he comes out better. Big info early on, given away. I think it was by either Ethan or Brock spotting that. Lovely heads up work, just not letting any of those potential threats build. Marder's still ready for more.
Yeah, Kayak's trying to retrieve the weapon here. Does have Chronicle with him.
Portal closed. Timing, I guess, on this. Gonna be spotted out by Marder.
Not gonna know about Chronicle though.
So deeper on the line, gets down.
Chronicle gets 2!
Oh, come on, Chronicle. Dangerous. They're fighting around this. Everyone now getting together on it. Ethan gonna find him. I told you, Ethan is the one who keeps telling Fnatic no! It's just perfect. Marder, yes, started off well off the back of the information, but again, they can't get away from Ethan.
He's just everywhere right now. Very rarely the one on the top of the scoreboard provides a different type of value to a team, but here
I'm walking through that. I'm walking through that cage.
Leading from the front will be Fnatic to call their second timeout. Ahead of round 10, down by 5. But if there's anything we know already, that doesn't necessarily matter just yet.
No. Not over to that final round, but another challenge they have to figure out, another puzzle they have to try and work through here. And a couple of close rounds, yeah, I actually don't think Kayak and Alpha are the problem either. The front line's looking okay, looking very aggressive. But again, that composure for NRG is just there, man. Like Ethan, the higher the stakes, the better he plays.
Yeah, it really is. It's where he really channels that experience, that veterancy that he's known for. And like I said, he's the one that's tasted sweet victory on this stage. See it all laid out in front of them. Do we see a switch up here from the side of Fnatic? Alpha does have his ultimate. They're bringing just a shorty here. We saw the hero rifle in the previous round, and NRG looking to pace change once more.
Alright, gonna feel a bit nullified with that operator. Not gonna be able to kind of pick away at them super early. Get affected by the shock dart, but still, it's called the rotation in. Already Brock gonna take himself to the other side of the map. That Spike's staying here.
Yeah, maybe gonna try and pull this rotation once more. Crashies have a visual check quite deep outside of 8. I don't think he's gonna have any idea about the reposition here. Maybe gonna sell something on the back of this smoke. Maybe a drone, a dart. And Marder happy to throw his life on the line in this situation. It's drawing the rotation, look at them.
It is, but it's still Kayak here. One man to stay standing on B. One could stop this before it starts. Smoke's going in, they're looking through A, they see nothing. Steadies himself, does draw blood and gets out of there. Takes away the ringleader himself as well, Ethan. A big scalp to claim, but NRG get the site as the trade.
No hesitation, NRG commit towards the plant. Open sight line here, but actually got to be careful, Kayak. Pops the old just in time.
Zom getting spammed out now, needs to dip away, but Marder picks up the mantle, denies Alpha the springboard in, and Marder still chopping at the pit. He wants to do some more damage. He's got it, just chasing him down, bloodthirsty in his work. So Kayak trying to fire off. Chronicle closing in. This isn't bad, good damage. Oh, he takes him down. It's all on Brock now. Kayak! key for Fnatic! Standing his ground, the one man who stayed on B.
Once more, the rookie is the hero to find number 3.
One enemy.
Again, Som stuck between a rock and a hard place here. He's tagged up. Can't really make moves here.
Run round, run. Come on, boys. Come on.
Well, Som asked him. Boaster back on his feet. But certainly not out of the woods just yet.
No, not at all. First man to get dropped there was Ethan, who's been the big name, right? Like, you do it again, you find repetitive success, because NRG have shown they can. NRG have shown step by step they have that possibility there. A big change, a 3-2 split, crunching towards the B side. Through market, this puts Kayak in a really bad position. He has to dip away or get caught in the heels, and he does. Doesn't get himself out of danger, and now there's problems everywhere. Sight is being swarmed.
Chronicle's under a ton of pressure here, trying to find a spam kill. Something to write home about, but Som found another one. Alpha will fall.
Brilliant problem solving coming in from NRG to pinch towards Kayak's position. Remove that comfort on the angle. Chronicle on 17, still going to do some damage, but he gets overwhelmed. NRG getting active. They wanted backside control. They've got it. Plant's going to be in next. Crashies pretty much shut out here.
Door closed and Crashies, and he has just escaped death. On the flank here, and not much really for him to do in a 1v4 situation. Plant has been adjusted. NRG very comfortable here. Going to find themselves an 8th round. The buy is going to be shaky for Fnatic coming out of that. NRG slowly etching away.
Chipping away at all that confidence, all of that belief that was
the X
coming
factor,
together.
the momentum that only Fnatic can ever channel.
It's been shattered here. 8 rounds to the name of NRG, 3 held for Fnatic. They haven't found the solution overall at all. Kept humble. Again, this tempo change, I love to see it. That pinch towards the side. Problem solving on the fly, and this is the credit you got to give towards NRG. It is no easy feat to face Fnatic.
No,
Most have fallen. But to find solutions in this final map, after having some of the biggest comebacks drawn against you, and still have your head held high. It's magnificent from them. So we go back in, NRG.
Go, go, go.
Eyeing up the A site this time. Looks like Kayak on that deeper line towards B.
Retreat away. This time Alpha does have his setup. So potential here for Fnatic to find some kills, catch NRG off guard.
This ult bow from Ethan.
Could be huge.
Yeah, really
I mean,
could.
previously, didn't find much.
It was a preemptive use, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I wonder if they want to do that again or see it a little bit later as that checkmate.
Well, the worry is if they send the Rolling Thunder, that they go charging into these trips.
Kayaks. Oh,
huge kill.
Heads
Huge kill.
Okay, take a little bit of damage, but not enough to really deny more impact. So now pressure starts to mount. Kayak going to take himself out of there. Paranoia even going in, burning a lot just to find a clone at this point. Great stall as well. This is looking better. NRG going to have to work again, work hard for this. Deeper post on this, do they hunt it? No, Ethan didn't go too far, just enough for a plant.
I think kept in check by a flash there. Got a little bit of hesitation. Alfia now on the flank to try and find something. We'll deal with the camera. Won't know about Boaster the second one, but he's only got Stinger.
Squatted out, but double stack towards elbow. Someone 31. Hearing these steps, but the time's ticking. They've got to get a move on here. They're being given nothing. NRG digging in deep here, turtling up. Every step feels so threatening. 4 to 8 or 9 to 3 feels so different, but Brawl does get swung on, but it's Scuba and Som! Alpha, there's no way you win this, but the 1v1, the HP on Som is low. Oh, and Alpha, a valiant attempt for the time. Too far gone, as NRG will keep themselves up with the advantage of 9, facing down Fnatic, chasing their hopes and dreams.
One.
Deja vu. Remember Icebox. Remember Lock-in. The halftime score that seemed as if there was no chance to come back. Fnatic have to do it once more. See here with the Coinbase Econ report, it is Ethan.
That last conversation.
Yeah, no surprises to see him. You can see the amount of damage he's been able to do in that first half.
Legacy performance from him here. They needed someone to get that ground beneath them again. The crowd. You might believe in Fnatic, but that scoreline is telling me something different. It's been given by the likes of Ethan here. 20 seconds, we'll be back underway.
What will be the final half of Valorant here in Paris? And regardless of what happens now, one of the most insane grand finals we've ever seen. So much at stake.
Yeah. It's been magic. It's been absolute magic between these two. I don't want to hear a bad word about either. The way they played today has been heartfelt and hard fought for. Start to end. We go back in. NRG with a firm lead, but Fnatic still with heads held high. They've overcome bigger odds, but to do it twice, come on now.
Asking a hell of a lot. Kayak looking to find something. Marder though going to shut down Chronicle very early on here. No chance for trade happening. Kayak though answers back. Walk will fall.
Yeah, making it happen for themselves, but look at the space exchange. I quite like seeing that B main walkout actually. Kind of readjusting on the map, saying, okay, well, we'll give you a little bit of space here, get that plant, we'll trade off and come back through market.
Got to feel better about the hold towards spawn though. Looking at the minimap here, unless Fnatic feed back into this fight from mid.
A little out of kilter, a little off time. It opens up and ain't gonna find one. Can't quite adjust for the second. A 1v2 for Som, but chipped up. Damage on the cross, but the pass up for the final two players. And Som maybe pressure them into a fight here. He's gonna find two though. This would be magical. This would be simply magical. He can't do it! Alpha denies the rabbit out the hat. Fnatic, the first on the second.
Comes down to a 1v1. Som, who has just been phenomenal today.
There was a smoke.
Yeah, there was a smoke. Anything's possible.
We did it once, we can do it second time. And it was 1-11.
Yeah, to be fair, already done worse than this, or more than this, of what's required here. Another chance here. I mean, even though some of the thrifties, the lesser purchases have looked deadly from NRG, Fnatic's round twos have been clean. And even going a little further than that, finding bonuses.
Yeah, very true. I like the stack though from NRG. Not going to be in the right place for it. So Som, who's that shorty? A whole lot of trouble coming his way. Now, Fnatic's quite invested though.
Does the Prowler catch? It doesn't.
Okay, so given a new lease of life, stun still in play, but they are checking now, yeah. diligent. Heads up, good work.
Alpha got brought to 16 HP, by the way.
Ooh, but Kayak's hitting shots like that. Still go for a little more too. Knows they're a bit deeper here, so does he continue to chase this far?
And what's good in these early rounds here, Fnatic being very confident in terms of taking further space. Not just planting, resetting.
Trail might be the downfall. Oh, dearie me. Just falling for the trap there, but Chronicle picking up the slack. And you're right, it is just kind of controlling this, taking the fights to them, being confident in the engagements.
Absolutely. I don't see any more of these weapons handed across to NRG. Ethan and Scuba. Here. Two left, and looking to try and dig them out of that position. Scuba's going to find Alpha, but no harm, no foul. The reveal will come through here, and actually, well, Crashies might find a kill, but both given to the spike. 5 on the board now. Fnatic. As I said, previous success in the bonus round, and it would be huge to once more get this snowball in motion to come back on Sunset.
It's just so ridiculous that we keep finding ourselves here. We keep doubting it, but somehow it seems to happen. Big info in middle, though. They've noted a good couple of bodies behind this.
Yeah, certainly have.
Now, whether or not they can punish it, though, it feels like a double-edged sword.
I mean, look
you
at
try and go
Scuba.
for one, exactly. You've got Summon Scuba right there.
Just out of line of sight.
This is sketchy. It feels almost too good, right? Too good to be true. The paranoia.
Huge connection.
Scuba.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is now getting to a weird little fight in middle, isn't it? It's just okay. No one fancies it. It's all got a bit topsy-turvy.
Both teams going to drift towards B here. NRG anticipating this, but actually see Brashy's heading over towards 8. Maybe to try and sell a fake here with a smoke, a reveal or something.
Swing, double swing. Oh my God, Kron, you got to live from that? I thought that was a death sentence. But at 45 seconds, they creep back through.
Yeah, I was going to say, should be the green light to take space elsewhere, and Fnatic make moves towards top mid.
I like, but Kayak, the timing, this is so sketchy. This is so sketchy between both sides. 35 seconds. The pressure's on Fnatic to start looking towards which side of that to go for. They've chosen A.
Well, the pressure's on Rourke, actually, to hold down the fort. Does have a trip to playoff, but he's not going to be able to have much of a say on some of these other angles that Fnatic will approach.
He's great with his dart, though, but he looked a little off on that first encounter. Great flash. Ethan's here. Kicking down the door at 13 seconds. Bring him back to life. Ethan finding so much damage for NRG. Alpha left on 34. Boaster 61. This is rough. Oh, that's made it even harder. Alpha, the original Wonder Kid, 14-11. Trying to find a way to make magic happen again. With step by step, their gap closing. NRG. Wind out of Fnatic sails. A 10 found.
Double digits. Getting closer and closer for NRG. Fnatic a chance to reset here. Obviously, trying to convert a bonus. Able to do some real damage. NRG's inventory. Not really close to an ultimate just yet. And for Fnatic, Kayak 2 away, Boaster 1 from the TP. So a slight advantage in that regard, but...
Slight.
Go.
But if it's another for NRG, you're looking at 11, man. Much Fnatic have left in the tank. Smarter's confidence.
Actually, yeah. Dancing with death there. Tagged on the reveal, still stuck around to try and find something. Lucky to escape with his life. Chronicle.
It was Kron.
Finds him.
They did that double swing out last time, right? Back pillar, late check towards main. This time called in for some support, got Kayak here as well.
Alpha will be revealed. Ethan looking to go forwards once more.
God, it's just perfect. Pixel perfect work from Ethan, but now in a little bit of danger. he stay alive? Can he get out of here? Not sure. Yeah, he can. Who am I to doubt him? And now he's just matching him step by step. He's read it right. Ethan actually ahead of the curve slightly. Oh! Ethan is a cut above the rest. Predicted a flank that's not coming, but he's done enough.
There's still a trip for Kayak to go past as well. He's one away from his ultimate, but has to find this plant. In a 1v2 now, Ethan down to 16 HP. Scuba still looking pretty healthy. NRG are drifting back this way at the perfect timing, Lauren.
Yeah, they're reading it really nicely. They didn't quite have that beat on where Kayak was. And now Ethan just going to add insult to injury.
Look at the time.
He's making it run low, trying to find a corner to play from. Kayak actually still affected. Just about going out fine now, but this is a lot to ask. And once again, the rookie. And he's going to need everything. 11 HP. And Scuba on the other side, sitting pretty on 41. It all comes down to that, Scuba! Sensational earlier for NRG. But Ethan, heaven sent for them.
Would have been an insane clutch to pull off, but NRG able to get that across the line. I mean, Ethan is just playing absolutely out of his mind right now.
Lights out, 22-11.
You can see how much he wants this. To be the first true two-time.
And he's certainly not a passive participant. He's been active in this.
And it will slip through.
Trying to find a corner to play from. Kayak actually still affected.
Plenty crap. Alpha has his ult short. Rourke back on the trademark. Fnatic with a pace change.
They're trying. They're digging deep. Trying to set them up. That paranoia actually going to catch Marta. A chance! But Scuba on the deny. They are holding strong here. Backside remains under the flag of NRG. It's just looking all in their name as Crashies. Hate to say it. Might be time to face the music on this one. Sound away.
Knots can't make this a reset.
Is Kayak. Thrives in it. Drops Alpha for dead. Now what does Fnatic do? Down at 4. Plenty of ults, yes. What opportunities.
Certainly able to piece something together here. NRG already drifting 3 back towards the B site. It's going to be Som to posture up. Outside A does have Ethan. A little bit disconnected, but still support in place for him. 50 seconds left on the clock now. Fnatic letting this one run its course. Kayak to try and open up the site here with some information.
Final hurrah, it feels like. Leave nothing out of this round. All invested, Marta waiting, good seas. Rourke though, still present, denies any of that util scale up. Plant looking to be next on the cards.
Come through, chance to really contest here. Still an advantage here for NRG. Crashies able to slip the net. No, Ethan goated at top mid.
I'm pretty sure Ethan saw him too. It's just beautiful from Ethan, but he does get caught out. It ain't over yet, but a 3v4. Kayak, oh, he gets his ankles broke in a round like this. It's all falling apart as Crashies, the last one alive. Bitter, sweet for sure, as NRG are your Valorant World Champions!
They silence Fnatic. The very final hurdle. You can see now the relief on their faces of pulling off an absolute miracle here.
The start of the day, you may have thought Paris was the city of love, but right now it's the home of a revolution here. The new generation, the new blood of NRG, setting up. God knows what successes are to come, but I can't wait to see it.
I mean, just what a run from this team. We talk about EG being the dream run, right, historically, and it's Ethan back here to replicate the same thing again with similar odds, with similar circumstances. Untapped potential here, and Ethan's the one to really, really carry them across the finish line in this map 5.
I see what it means. All of that tension finally off their shoulders, having to face odds that most would crumble under. A comeback from Fnatic, one of the greats, and it is heartbreak. Truly, truly is. To be so close, to know what it means to reach this stage, is only understood by very few, and they all spend a lifetime imagining what if.
Will have to take their exit here. And very few teams would even be able to stand up to this sort of pressure. You can see the respect being shown now. Two absolute titans of this game. And it will slip through their fingers once again, the last accolade to claim.
Lucid.
Yeah, it always is.
Something to imagine for the rest of your life, really. Something to strive for. I can't believe we finally have our first back-to-back winner, really, to understand what it's like to achieve this twice.
See just what it means to boast up.
We spent a lifetime chasing this dream. Not many people even get this close.
No.
Most will spend their lives always wondering what it would be like to even have a chance to stand on a stage like this. But a moment to be remembered, to be etched in history. Another underdog on a run. Ethan finding this success twice should be goddamn stunning. I don't know how he does it. To do it in that final match. 23 kills, by the way. Leading by example.
But so many times going forwards, and I mean, when you have a leader like that, it's so easy for you to just fall in line, get behind that sort of player.
God, what a leader, genuinely. And we had two of the greats on the stage here.
Yeah.
To find this success with rookies, with upward-comers, untested on stages like this. To do it against Fnatic. That is something to be proud of, to remember for the rest of your life. The coaches too, set them up to succeed.
Yeah, I mean, from a paper standpoint, the last two series for NRG were an absolute masterclass from start to finish. Again, this is reaping the reward of all that hard work. Again, Scuba and Brock, for me, two people that have been just sensational. Mada as well, stepping up to the plate. Som, ever a threat, and Ethan, our first true two-time.
Yes. What a team. What an absolute run from them. No one can doubt now, can they?
And a cinematic finish as well.
God,
It wouldn't have it any other way.
All the